gorgeous light beings, my healers, my star seeds, my light workers. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, the Pleiadian Priestess. The topic of today's reading is going to be, why do men like to be around you? What is it about you, your vibe, your energy, whatever comes through in the reading? Why do men like to be around you, be in your presence, be in your energy, you know, that kind of thing? But first, you're going to have to choose an option before we get into that reading, okay? So we have 3 groups in front of you, 3 piles, 3 tarot decks, okay? For group 1, we have the Horror Tarot. So this is what the back looks like. If you want to see the front, I got you in a second. This is what the front looks like. Okay, and the card is the Empress. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. For group 2, we have the Dungeons and Dragons Tarot. And if you want to see what the cards look like, they look like this. And we have Justice. How interesting. All major arcana so far are on the top of the deck. Okay. And then for group 3, we have the Lord of the Rings Tarot. Okay. And if you want to see what that looks like, if you haven't before, then this is what it looks like. How boring compared to all the other decks. But this is the 6 of Wands. Okay. In case you're wondering, want another tarot card. So you're going to choose the deck, the image, the card that you got, the energy, the color scheme, the imagery, whatever it is that helps you choose your readings. You're going to choose in this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people at your reading. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 1s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Horror Tarot, you chose the imagery, you chose the number, you chose the energy, whichever you chose, however you got here, welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be getting into why do men like to be around you, okay? So I feel like we've done every other reading pertaining men in the world. Maybe not, but I feel like I have on this channel. But now we're getting into why do they like to be around you. So I feel like I want to get into why do they like to be around you platonically, just in general. Then why do they like to be around you romantically, for my people who like have partners and want to know why men are romantically attracted to you. That is a good idea for a reading. Let me write that down. So you guys are already inspiring me, muses. Sorry. And then I have my 18 plus homemade oracle deck that I used to use on my other channel for 18 plus readings. And I do feel like I might just pull them out and get into it and get into why they like you 18 plusly. It's just what I wrote down. But you know, in the biblical sense, in the schmexual sense, whatever you want to call it, why they like you in that way as well, like being around you in that way, okay? So we're going to get into it. Let's first get into the tarot cards to get into why they like you romantically. Thank you for being here. You guys got the Horror Tarot, so I'm hearing you scare men into line, or you scare them straight. I'm hearing that show that young delinquents would go on, who thought they were big and bad, you know, doing things that their parents didn't want them to do. They would send them on beyond scared straight. So men are scared to like let you down, disappoint you, maybe even talk to you kind of energy. And that's why they like being around you, because you kind of keep them in line. You don't let them get away with anything. And some men like to be held accountable like that. They're like spicy, feisty, you know, women who take charge and don't like put up with their BS. Yeah, who hold them accountable for their actions, essentially, the good and the bad, everything, you know. So you kind of point out what you like about them. You point out what needs to be fixing, what needs to be fixed. Okay, relax. You point out what needs to be fixed, what you love, and stuff like that. Men do appreciate when it comes to being around you, okay? Just some channel messages beforehand, but you guys chose the Horror Tarot, so there is something here about you spooking them, you scaring them into line, you know what I mean? And that's why they like being around you. I'm also hearing you're just one of the guys, maybe. So there's a comfortability around you where you make them feel like you're a friend, you know? Because I do feel like one thing about friendships in general is that your friends should if they don't, but your friends should hold you accountable for things that are not good. Your friends should not be your yes men. They should keep you grounded and keep you accountable for the things that you're doing, like I said, that are good. So when you are doing, you know, oh, move my throat chakra, maybe there's something here about them being scared to say these things to you, but they like that you applaud them when they do good, and then when they do bad, you sit there and tell them about themselves, you know, so that there's that friendliness there, that openness there when it comes to you, if that makes sense. I think it does. Okay, come on. I just don't like the table. Maybe there's also something about you giving them a hard time, because look at how these cards don't want to shuffle properly. What the hell is the issue here? Stop playing with me. Maybe it takes them a few tries for you to, like, for them to be in your good graces. Because what the heck was that? The struggle is real. I'm saying you're trying to shuffle the cards and they like, nah, sis, you good love. Okay, I'm going to put on some lotion because these hands is not looking cute, child. Maybe you remind them to do things like that. Maybe you call them out for being ashy. There's something here about you making them a little self-conscious, so they're always on their P's and Q's. And that's why they like being around you, because you make them the best version of themselves, okay? Because, nah. You notice things about them and tell them, hey, you know, that will look good on you, or maybe you should lotion, or have you ever tried this? I don't think you do it in like a way where you're trying to be condescending or rude. It's just you're suggesting better ways for them to live their life, and they like that, okay? They like being around you for that instance. You give them little insights, maybe. Maybe you mother them a little bit and make them feel like cherished, you know? So why do men like being around my group ones, please? I usually don't like lotioning because it kind of like, see, transfers a little over to the cards, I feel like. But I can't be ashy out here. Appearances do matter. That's something men could like about you. You taught them that appearances do matter, how you present yourself to the world. Here we have the Two of Wands in reverse, okay? I don't really want to put it in reverse, but we'll see how the rest of the cards come out. Why do men like being around my group ones, please, Spirit? My group ones. Why do they like being around my group ones? We have Justice in reverse. Are all these cards in reverse? I'm not taking all of these. Nope, we're putting it back. Can y'all? Yeah, you guys give them a hard time because I don't understand. Maybe you're hard to understand, which is another reason when men like being around you, because you're complex. And they like uncovering the puzzle. I'm hearing learning the language of your soul. Oh my. How deep is that? They like learning the language of your soul. What ticks you off, what makes you tick. I'm hearing what gets you off. Okay, these men can relax. Thank you. Okay, but come on, why the cards? You see the cards acting up. I know I'm not bugging. You probably act up. Like I said, you give them a hard time. Interesting. Okay, so far we have the Lovers in reverse. Yes, maybe because you play hard to get, and there are certain men who like that quality in a woman. They like someone they have to fight for. I do think it's inherently, or it's inherent in men to want to chase women, to be the predator. And I do think you allow them to be the predator, not in like a creepy way, but in a way where these men don't want me telling their secrets, because my group ones, my throat keeps getting, you know, that's weird. That doesn't usually happen for me in readings. Like, I'm usually yapping, you know, but they like that they can chase you and they get to be predator to your prey. You know, they get to be big man, you know, or they get to finesse you or like really show out when it comes to winning you over, if that makes sense, because you are one of the people who play hard to get, you know. Here we have the Hierophant. Okay, that's that thing that I was talking about teaching them. I do think you're like a mature, sound voice of reason in these men's lives, or the ones that are coming through in this reading, and they do like that about you. Hold on. body. You make men very aware of themselves and their bodies when they're around you. I don't know, because I was just like, I got an itch on my leg and had to itch it. I don't know if that's TMI, but there's something here about them being very aware, very nervous, very fidgety, because now I'm playing with my my fingers, you know. So they like being around you because they get that sense of like a thrill is what I'm getting, whether it's the thrill of the chase or the thrill of liking someone, the thrill of being shy, something like that is coming through. We have the Hierophant, and then we have the Fool. Interesting. Yeah, so it's like a look exactly what I was saying, bro. We have the lady running, and we have the two predators chasing behind her. Like, what the heck? Man, they just be, brother, I don't like that. But, yeah, there's something here about them liking chasing you. Because I like chasing after you. That song is coming through. It's Chasing After You by Maren Morris and her, I don't know if they're still married, but I know they were going through a divorce. I think her husband is, what's that man's name? Maren Morris and her Chase Her, I believe his name is. Maren Morris and Chase Her, Chasing After You. They had a song together, and there's something here. I love Chasing After You. And there's also a song by Chase Her that is, what is it called? To a T, where he's like, take off your makeup, nobody's around, it's you and me, girl, just let your guard down. I see right through you, I know what it means. I know what you like, that moment when you close your eyes. I know I'm doing something right. I got you down to a t-shirt, white sheets, and red wine, okay? So there's something here about you being vulnerable. That song is so freaking good. Please, I, like, beg of you, like, all the songs that come through, go listen to them, because I swear they will tell you a part of your story. Because I watch my readings back sometimes. I'm gonna let a few days pass, watch it back, so I can forget about it, so I don't know what pile is what. And then I watch it, and I'm like, wow. Like, for real. And I go and listen to the songs. They give me so much more insight. I'm like, what? And they just come through, I swear, randomly. Like, I'm just like, wait, why is this song coming through? And then I say it, go listen to it during the reading, come back, and I'm like, oh, that's why, you know? So if I recommend a song, I beg of you to go listen to it. You don't have to, but it's just, it adds more something to the reading. And let me know if you want me to, like, make playlists of each pile, because a lot of songs be coming through in each pile. And if you want me to make a playlist, then link that playlist under each timestamp so you can listen to the music after or before the reading to get into the vibe of it. You know, like a little something extra, you know what I mean? But Chasing After You is coming through. Maren Morris, Ryan Hurd, and To a T. You know, like, take off your makeup, nobody's around, it's you and me, girl, let your guard down. I see right through you, I know what it means. I know what you like that moment when you close your eyes. You know, I know I'm doing something right. So that's a little bit of the more romantic side coming through. There's something here about To a T. They know you to a T. They know everything about you kind of energy, you know. The Hierophant does also give me sometimes, well, how can a confidant. Someone you can come and tell your deepest, darkest secrets to, and they're like a vault. It'll never go anywhere. That's why men like being around you, because they feel like they can let their guard down, maybe. That's what To a T was saying as well. It's either you letting your guard down or both of you, because I feel like if someone is letting their guard down, it's going to be natural for the other person to do the same, you know? So that could be a thing coming through for you guys. And then we have the Fool energy, so you make them feel excited about certain things. You make them excited to chase after you. So I do feel like there's like a more romantic approach coming through in the reading, even though this was supposed to be platonic. Men just like chasing you, trying to get you, win you over, you know, date you, essentially. Because this lady is running for her life, and she have two of these big scary wolves coming after her, not even one. So maybe they like the competition of trying to win you over, over some other guys or over other men, you know? They want to be the best at it, or they want to get your attention over those other people, you know? But the Two of Wands in reverse, there's something here about Two of Wands is all about planning something and plotting, you know. There's something here about them not having to plot with you or not being able to, because maybe they do have, like, I'm hearing spit game. Maybe specific guys or just the guys that are attracted to you have like a line, a game. They like to spit to the women they approach, but they know with you is not going to work. So you have to take a different approach when it comes to you. That's what the Two of Wands is kind of giving me in reverse. They have to take a different approach as opposed to what they would do for other women. When it comes to you, they can't say their regular pickup line, their regular game. It's not going to work, okay? And then we have the Lovers in reverse, okay? Like I was saying, there's something here about that. Chasing after you, Maren Morris, Ryan Hurd, they wrote that song and sang it and performed it when they were married. And I do believe they're either in the process of going through a divorce or they're divorced already. And it was just a really cute song, you know, and it was between lovers, right? And we have the lovers in reverse coming through. The lovers is also like Gemini energy, so they could feel like very comfortable with you. It's giving like twin flame, or like I'm hearing twin. Where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody gonna love me quite like you. And I just found out that song is about her son or her child. It's not even about a lover. So there could be something here about that. Maybe you sun them is what I'm getting. Interesting. And if you don't know what sunning someone means, you make them feel like inferior to you, or yeah, you are the big dog and they're the small dog. It's like alpha beta kind of thing, you know? But yeah, that's the kind of thing. So maybe you do make men feel a little smaller. You make them feel vulnerable. You make them able to be in a beta energy while you're in an alpha energy. Just take it as a resonance if it does. If it doesn't, just let it fly. If it doesn't apply. But I do feel like maybe men who mostly feel inferior, you make them feel powerful, you know, because then we have this, they chasing after sis here. So maybe you give them a new beginning. Maybe there's something here about men wanting to commit to you, and they like being in that feeling. Okay, you, like I said, keep them at a distance, a comfortable distance where you're vulnerable with them, you like talking to them, but you're not going to jump right into bed with them. Like I said, you make them have to work for it, is essentially what's coming through for you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what, I'm hearing call to pull more cards. Okay, I will, from this deck. I mean, why do men like being around my group ones? Please, Spirit, I like being around my group ones. Why do they like being around my group ones? Okay, well, you see how the cards just acting up today for you guys. It's the way you act up. I'm hearing act up, you can get snatched up. So maybe you guys are those bratty, very uppity, high caliber, high value kind of girls, and it's like you be acting up, you be snotty, you be snooty, and they like, you know, bringing you down a caliber, or, you know, maybe they like sunning you, maybe they like making you beta, they like being alpha. Like I said, it's gonna defer for everyone, but take what resonates, please, because that song is all about, like I said, the city girls saying, act up, you can get snatched up. You know what I mean? So it's like you be acting up and they can snatch you up. You know what I mean? That kind of dynamic where they like to be like, hey, behave or relax kind of vibe. It's giving me, there was a video of, if some of you like watch Love Island, you know the most recent season, Kenny and Janae came in third place, I believe it was, and they're always posting, doing cute stuff on social media together. But there was a specific video, they were driving, and I think he was driving or she was driving, or he was about to start driving, and she was like on TikTok live in the passenger seat, I'm pretty sure, and he was like telling her to put on her seatbelt, and she was ignoring him, and she was continuing to talk to the people on live, and he was like, I'm serious, put on your seatbelt. And it was giving all the girls like, okay. And she was like, okay, you know, kind of like, you know, she's gonna get in trouble if she don't do it. And I'm like, we see y'all, Janae and Kenny, we see the dominant, okay? She's like, okay, because he was like serious about it, and he was like, okay, I said put on your seatbelt, like, don't ignore me, I said what I said, you know, kind of energy. So you could be that kind of bratty, don't want to submit to these men, they're like getting you to submit to them, or making you tongue-tied and making you nervous, you know. Oh, this is a creepy card. I didn't even look at it, child. Interesting. We have the Six of Cups. Yeah, there's something here about being very comfortable with you. There's something here about them not having to put on a show or have a script ready is what I'm getting with that Two of Wands still. They don't have to have a script ready to talk to you. They could just be natural, be themselves, you know? Here we have the Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there's something here about them not having to argue, or I don't know, like, I'm getting a vibe, like, I don't like this, okay? So, there is a movie that is out right now in theaters called Baby Girl with Nicole Kidman, and I think his name is Harrison? Something, I don't know. He's a British actor. He's been in a lot of movies, but he's the main male in this movie, and it's basically about a high-profile CEO who's like runs her own business, who one of the interns come and realize or figure out, or just, and not even imply, knows, however, for whatever reason, that she has like a kink for being told what to do. She wants to be a good girl, a baby girl, whatever. And he just starts telling her what to do and getting like, oh, it's the movie had me and my best friend in the theater screaming and giggling and kicking our feet and just laughing throughout the whole movie because it was just so ridiculous. But it also had those things in there that us women like, because all the women in the theater were like gasping and clutching our pearls and, you know, feeling some type of way at all the same scenes. You could hear it and hear it and feel it in the theater, okay? And that's what this is giving me. You know, he wanted to be like the more dominant one, telling her what to do, bossing her around. But then she would also, you know, hug him. And he would ask her to hold her at the end of the night kind of energy. So you're allowing this person to be both their dominant and submissive selves with you. And that's what men love. They get to be both. Okay. They don't want to be just one all the time. They want to be different. They want to be both. But yeah, like, girl, like there's a scene in the movie, child, where she's sitting at a table with her peers, her equals, and they're all like very high up in the business world, and somehow milk appears at her table, okay? And she's like, huh? Looking around like, who sent this milk to my table? Already knowing who the heck it was, because they've been circling around each other throughout the movie thus far, right? And then she ends up, people at the table like, girl, you're not actually going to drink that. You don't have to drink that. Who put that there? Who sent that over here? Whatever. And she looks up and sees him at the same party dancing with a bunch of girls and his friends, at the other interns. And then she ends up gulping down the whole milk, okay? Because she knows who sent it to the table. And then at the end of the night, when he's leaving and she's standing like by the door ready to leave and gathering her things, he walks by and says, good girl. And child, the sigh, the gasp, the gusps that was heard in the theater, Allah, okay? And that's literally what this is giving me. I went on a tangent to say that. So there's something here, but the thing about it that which had me speak about the movie in the first place, she was very hesitant and she was very pushbacky in the beginning when he was telling her what to do. But essentially, she folded. And that could be what men like being around you. You fold and they're able to fold. You're able to be vulnerable. You're able to be playful, that kind of energy, you know? But yeah, Five of Swords is definitely about nobody wins kind of energy. But the Five of Swords in reverse, everybody wins. You get to that banter, that back and forth. You get to submit. I get to submit. You get to be dominant. I get to be dominant. We get all be best of both worlds, baby. Okay. So it's like all this arguing and banter and pushing and arguing and all that is leading to like a big climax, essentially, where we both win. Is what the Five of Swords is giving me, essentially. But, ooh, go watch that movie, child. Because the gasps, the gusps that was heard in the theater when that man was talking about good girl, baby girl. Like, relax, sir. You don't know us like that? Okay. To be calling us these names. Anyway, we have the Five of Wands. That's what I was saying about the Fool energy. They like to be the one to win you over and chase after you. They want to be the one to earn your submission, earn your commitment. You know? Here we have the Four of Wands in reverse. Interesting. I want to know why all these cards are coming out in reverse. And then we have the Magician in reverse. You know what? I don't got time for all these cards to be in reverse here. Let's pull some Oracle cards to see what's going to come through for why do men like being around you, my group. Ones, please. I almost called you group 2, so maybe some of you felt called to group 2. We have the Four of Wands in reverse under the Fool. Yeah, there's something here about wanting to commit, knowing you've met your person, feeling stable with someone, but also feeling unstable, out of your depth. It's like that excitement, the thrill of not knowing what's coming next, you know? So it's like, yeah, things are unstable and shaky, but it's like in an exciting way, where you don't know what's going to come next. You give them like a thrill of the unknown, is basically what it is. That Four of Wands is giving me, because it's like, you know, you've met your person. Here we have bully. What the heck was I saying, guys? The banter is crazy. It's out of this world. When it comes to you guys, the push and the pull is out of this world. Nobody wants to submit, but you guys both want to submit at the same dang time. For bully, we have highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. That is that heart of my energy that was coming through, where you kind of help them realize their fears and help them confront certain things. We have Don Juan. Oh gosh. We have spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. So yes, you guys are quite seductive. if I do say so myself, which is why I feel like these cards are meant to be, they found their equal, which is why they chase after you with such vigor. And look at how they're dancing. We have this demon-esque figure dancing with this, you know, petite woman. So it's like they like win you over. They do have like devilish tendencies. So men are not thinking pure thoughts when they're around you, okay? With Don Juan and Bully, it's like you guys like go back and forth. You guys fight. Like I said, banter. They like watching you be difficult or bratty or argumentative with the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. They like having that back and forth. And that's why they like being around you, because it excites them. So what comes next? What comes after? The Magician is you scratch their itch, you tickle their fancy, so you kind of already know what they like, okay? Which is why I feel like a specific kind of man is attracted to you, because not every guy likes this. They want women to submit and do whatever they say. This is a man here who wants you to push back, who doesn't want you to do what he says. We have a Thief, and this came out, and I'm like, what if this card came out in the beginning of the reading? We have Thief, sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. We have Storyteller, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So that's where that I think that Hierophant energy is coming through. Like I said, you make them understand things in a different light. You make them feel cared for, taken care of, essentially. But there's also that little side of naughty that comes with you. So you're the responsible person who kind of knows how to let loose and is like very, like, you know, intense and naughty when they're ready. And then we have a Destroyer. Exactly. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. This is what you are. You come in and destroy those old beliefs, those habits that are not good for them. You make them lotion more. It's kind of like how they say guys get better after they're in a relationship. They start looking better, smelling good, which is why women tend to lust after men who are in a relationship, because they're being taken care of, and therefore they're in an energy of wanting to take care of people. They're in like a very high vibrational energy when they're being cared for by a good woman, okay? And it's the same thing about a woman. When she's being taken care of by a good man, she's very magnetic and attractive to other men around her. So this is giving me, like I said, when they say men get in relationships, they become more attractive because they're dressing better. They have someone feeding them all the time. They look happier. You know what I mean? They're getting their needs met. Okay, and you can tell when they are, and it makes them more magnetic. But they're not single. They're taken. So leave that man alone, first of all, okay? But yeah, there's something here about that. You destroy all the things. They start doing some more skincare because you have them getting into skincare. Now their skin is clear. You suggest a different haircut they should wear as a friend or as a lover, who knows, platonically or romantically. And once they do, they kind of start getting more attention from women, whether you like them romantically or not. And they're like, oh, I have to stick beside this one because she's leveling me up, you know? But yeah, storyteller, you're good. I saw telling stories as well. And it's funny how I went on a whole storytelling of the Pete's is a baby girl, which I still recommend you watch, okay? It's a very confusing kind of movie, but it's cute, okay? Not gonna lie. But yes, that's the Thief and the Destroyer. You destroy certain things and then you shed a light on the potential wealth within them that can never be stolen. So you kind of level them up. They go through glow-ups when they're around you. Because like I said, you suggest things. Have you ever tried this lotion? Maybe you should wear this cologne. I think it would smell good on you. Maybe you should wear that hairstyle. Have you ever tried dressing in this style? Maybe if you're a friend, you get them a specific shirt or an outfit for Christmas. Or you go shopping with them and help them level up. You know, it's kind of giving me either or. Like, you get into a relationship with them and you make them better, look better, feel better, you know? Or you're their friend and they're asking you, hey, can you help me get a girlfriend or a boyfriend? And you take them on a whole shopping spree, get them new clothes, new cologne, new aftershave, because you know what women like, you know? And you help them level up in that kind of way. So it's either strictly platonic or romantic, but I'm getting a strong romantic air here as well. But it's also giving you guys have good discussions. You can fight and banter back and forth without anyone getting like butt hurt, because that is a thing. People take offense to a whole bunch of stuff, you know, in life. So that's platonically. Six of Cups, they feel comfortable around you, like you're their person, you're their friend. There we go. Put that card up there. They feel safe in your arms is what I'm hearing. And that's what I was saying with the movie Baby Girl, where they're like talking in bed and he's like asking her, Like, can you psychoanalyze me? Because I think that may be something she's known for in the business world. And she's like, no, I don't want to make things awkward. He's like, no, I already know I have issues. Just tell me what's the issue. And then and he starts opening up to her and telling her about how he always thought he was weird, and how, you know, his past life and stuff like that, and his childhood, and how he just knows things about people. He doesn't know why, which is why one of the reasons why I think he knew that this lady wanted to be told what to do, and, you know, treated like a puppy, stuff like that. Baby girl, good girl kind of energy. She's like, I know things about people and I use them in that kind of way. And she's like, it's okay. And then after they finish that conversation, he's like, can you hold me? And she's like, sure. And then he's like holding her, but then she's holding him, but there's also parts in the movie where he's holding her and, you know, giving her what she wants and desires. So it's like tit for tat, essentially. So what I'm going to do is get some cards from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck to see why men love you romantically. Ooh, love you. Interesting. Why men like you romantically. We did it platonically. We did it romantically. For romantically, to a T, like I said, by Chase Hurd is coming through again. They like when you're vulnerable with them, like when you take off your makeup and they get to see the side of you everyone else doesn't get to see. I'm hearing when you wake up with the crust in your eyes, the drool on your chin. Excuse me, sir, relax. We don't do that around here, okay? Here we have demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. And that's exactly what I was saying about you show them love. And that's why men love you romantically. You kind of treat them in that kind of way, where you tell them what's the good things, you tell them the bad things kind of energy, and there's tough love. The bad things, you tell them the good things. We have focus on love, look for the good in everyone, and that's what you do. You make people better. And I'm hearing, I like me better when I'm with you. That song by Lauv. I never know how to pronounce that man's name, but hey. Lauv. I like me better when I'm with you. That's what these men say romantically when it comes to you guys. Here we have patience. Love is patient and kind always. This is so cute. So stinking cute. Okay, let me get this card that fell. Is this true love? It is. Come here. Come here. Bring that here. Hey. I'm sorry. I'm done. We have true love. This love is once in a lifetime. So men feel like they found their once in a lifetime love with you. And 10 always gives me Wheel of Fortune energy. So it's like they found they were lucky. And now that song is coming through again. I'm Lucky by Jason Mraz and 𝐓𝐈𝐌𝐿𝐄𝐒. It's like, do you hear me? I'm talking to you. Across the waters, across the deep blue ocean, across the ocean sky. Oh my, baby, I'm trying. In my dreams, you're all I see. Something in your arms. You make it easier when life gets hard. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. You know, lucky. I'm lucky to have been where I've been. Lucky to be coming home again. So there's something here about that. And with this have patience, the 17 is star card energy. So you light them up, make them feel, you keep the hope alive that they're going to find a perfect lover, or that the hope is that they're going to end up with you, is what I'm hearing as well. But this is the cutest thing ever. Forever is what I'm hearing. So maybe these people want to be with you forever, or you make men want to be around you forever. And here we have be willing to express love to receive love. That is something that is important. And that's what I was saying with the demonstrate love. You make them feel loved, and in return, they'll make you feel loved. This is so cute. I love this. Did I have any more oracle cards that are coming out? No. Okay, so since you were kind of getting 18+y in the reading, let me see if these cards are not going to get too crazy. Because I don't need you to, like, trying to come for me. These aren't 100% bad. There's a little bit of everything in these cards, so we're going to see what comes through. But they are raunchy. Now, for those of you, since we can see what's coming through, if you're listening to me right now, I may have to I'm going to let you know that you may have to read it and I can't say it on YouTube. So I'm gonna need you to wait till you get home, stop what you're doing, look at it, and read it yourself if you really want to hear what they have to say. But there's something, and some of these I can't say on YouTube, I already know. So I'm gonna need you to read it for yourself, you know? Some of these are really basic, some of these are really raunchy. It runs the gamut, okay? So let's just see what comes through. And these cards just keep getting messy for you guys. So like when you make a mess, maybe I'm getting 18 plus, okay? When you make a mess, that could be something coming through. Let's see what comes through. Why do men like being around my group 3s 18 plusly? Why would you fall, bruh? 18 plusly. We have Julia Michaels, pessimist. You make me believe this ain't no make-believe. See, that's that true love energy coming through. That's a basic one. What's gonna come through? Come on, give me something. I'm struggling emotionally. Interesting. So there's some, yeah, like I said, for the people who are struggling emotionally, you're always there to make them feel warm and loved. With words of affirmation, you know, you do things for them, buy them things, just talk them down. Okay. Those are too many, but I want the one that fell. That's what I want. Where did it fall? I'm gonna have to, hold up, push y'all back for a second. Don't mind me. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, behave. I'm hearing card or cash. So there's something here about you buying them things or them buying you things, being a provider for you. There are really men who like women to just take their money and spend all their money. It's a very dangerous kink, but it's out there. Just take my money. Just take it. You can buy whatever you want. You can have whatever you like. When I meant card or cash, I meant fantasies where you are playing the person they're trying to pick up and pay for the night, okay? I'm not gonna say the word, but you know, you get what I'm insinuating. That could be something men like when you do role play, okay? We have, oh, hey now. Okay, we're gonna save this for after. We have ball and gag, okay? That's not bad. That's something they could like 18 plusly. We have shy guy. So this is a shy guy, which is what I was kind of saying with the, you make them you make them feel more dominant, but also more submissive as well. We have I don't effing share, okay? So maybe your possessiveness, or they're very possessive of you. We have I can't go home without kissing you. This is an entanglement. Interesting. We have that's it, take your time. I love watching you take all of me. Okay. Period. They said what they said. They could be like something about size could be a thing. They could have a big size and like watch you, you know, maybe struggle to receive. Okay, relax. I'm done. Ah! Okay, we're saving that for after as well. Oh Lord. When did I write these? I'm sitting here blushing. Relax. Okay. I'll always find that perfect angle that has you shrieking and crying out for me. So I'm also hearing that song by Mario. I can hear your heart crying out for me. Mario featuring Lil Wayne. And then we have look into my eyes while I'm all up in it. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so these last two that was very raunchy. I'm gonna try to read these yourselves. I'll try to read them, but it's like, did you come in here to feed my male chicken? Okay. And then the girl's like responding, feed me. So that could be a thing. They could have a feeding kink, or just BJ kink. Okay, I don't know. Take what's resonating for y'all, honestly. I think I got that from a book that I was reading one time. It was a scene where he was like, did you come in here to feed? And I was like, huh, what does he mean by that? Did you come here to feed it? And I'm like, how can you feed it when it's the one that be feed? Okay, I'm done. But it's the one that be feeding things. You know what I mean? It inserts into other things, not things inserting into it. But I think it was like he meant her going down on him. So, you know. Anyway, and this one's like, I want to blow inside of you so bleeping hard over and over and over and over again. So this person could have a breathing kink. Wow, some cards fell down. That's crazy. These two were in my dress. Interesting. We have Temperance, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. I don't know what these are for, but how men feel about you. They feel like they're in their bag. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You could have whatever you like. They want to provide for you, give you stuff, make you live a comfortable life. They feel comfortable around you already. So they kind of want to reciprocate that energy to you in any way they can, you know? Here we have Temperance as well. So you make them feel at peace for sure. And that's that balance energy coming through, because Temperance is usually going back and forth, back and forth. So sometimes somebody's dominant, sometimes somebody's submissive, sometimes we're very fighting back and forth, sometimes we're being open and vulnerable, sometimes we're kissing, sometimes we're thinking, sometimes we're making love, sometimes we're bleeping. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing where it's like a nice give and take balance. Now I think I took out the dice for you guys. We're going to pull some dice and see what signs come through and what other messages we can get from this reading. Nine of Pentacles is very much like, I think it's like a Virgo energy. It's Venus in Virgo, I believe. So that could be important here. And somebody could have a Venus in Virgo, which means like acts of service is important for you. Not always find the perfect angle that has you shrieking. This person can relax. This person likes to hear you. And bro, I swear to God, I was going to say that. When I was pulling back the table and I shrieked, I'm like, I want to say this person likes to hear you, like, making noises. Well, I'm like, what noise was that? And it came out on the card. So yeah, that's a thing for sure, because it did come through. But I'm like, I don't want it to get too crazy. Let's see what comes out. We have Scorpio. Yeah, I would say. We have North Node. We have fourth house energy, so feeling at home, feeling safe. Is also Cancer energy, so mothering them is what men like being around you because you mother them, which is what I said in the beginning. We have third house energy, which is communication, talking, family, siblings to be particular. You know, it's like I'm hearing street style, streetwear, technology, stuff like that. So that could be important. Women like talking to you. Maybe you talk to men online and they like, you know, it's giving me those apps where you find the sugar daddies. I don't know what those apps are, but I know they're out there. That could be where you guys be at. And that's why these guys are coming through as, I don't know. Here we have the sun. So yes, you definitely shine very bright when it comes to these people. And then we have Pisces. So like a very deep emotional connection with you, which is why men like being around you. Interesting. North Node is also destiny, and that's why we had true love come through here. We had true love. So yeah, men feel like, you know, they were meant to find you, whether it's in a platonic way or a romantic way or an 18+ way. It's like you give them things that they're too ashamed to ask for. That was another thing about the Baby Girl movie. The girl had a whole husband. She was cheating on him, child. She had a whole husband, but the man wasn't giving her. She said they was married for 19 years. And he never gave her orgasm, not one time. And when she found this new dude who was giving them to her back to back to back, she blew up on husband in bed one day. And the husband was like, what? And I was just laughing in the theater like, yes, sis, because that's sick, okay? How are you married to a woman and don't know you haven't been pleasing her for 19 years? Get out of here. Shoot. Anyway, I'm done. But yes, that's coming through where... Well, where was I going with this? I forget. Where was I going with this? Interesting. I was saying, like, in the movie. I forget. That's what I get for going on tangents. I completely forgot what I was going to say. Maybe it wasn't relevant. I don't know. And look, the movie was about them being in an entanglement for real. Yeah, that's coming through as well. So men just like, you know, playing with you, you know, if it doesn't have to be serious, and the movie wasn't supposed to be serious, you know, it was a playful thing between them, the banter, the back and forth, you know, the give and take. Interesting. I was saying something about, and that's where that movie came through. Because what, she was married to dude? She wasn't even single. She was married and in an entanglement on the side with this guy. And that's where I was going, but I forget what my point was. We were talking about North Node destiny. We were talking about that true love sign, how they feel comfortable around you. Then She was married. She wasn't single. Yeah, I forget. I don't know. Must not be important. If I remember it post-production when I'm editing the video, I'll insert it in like a caption or something to kind of point out what I was saying, essentially. But I think I'm going to leave you reading right here. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having, I also like to hear, like, take it slow. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people. They want to take things slow and take their time with you to get to know you properly. So this person doesn't like to rush into things. But yeah, this is for romantically. Because we have platonically, we could have situationshiply, we have romantically, 18+ly, all that's coming through. But for those of you who are men who want you romantically for a long term, they like taking it slow, okay? Getting to know you, building things up, tension, angst, stuff like that. That's why I like being around you, because maybe you make them wait for it, you know? Really, I'm not going to remember what I was going to say. Anyway, I'm done. I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day when you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Dungeons and Dragons tarot deck, or the group 2, you chose the imagery, the energy, then welcome to your reading. Today's reading is going to be about why do men like being around you. And it was when I was choosing out the cards that I was like, okay, we're going to go in sections. Why do men like you platonically, romantically, and 18+ly? So schmexually, whatever you want to call it, okay? Yeah, so we're going to get into it. No, it was in group 1 that I got the inspiration for that. I think it was, but who knows? Or the beginning of the reading. I don't know. But we're going to get into those little segments today about what do men like being around you? Why do men like being around you? I can't talk, okay? But immediately when I got the Dungeons and Dragons deck, there was something here about you guys being maybe nerdy, or like one of the guys where they don't feel any pressure about being around you. It's not, I always have to be perfect or whatever, that they can really just like be themselves, their nerdy selves. And there's something here about specifically like maybe nerdier gamer guys like being around you, people who are into like Dungeons and Dragons and gaming and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that. There's something here about you just being one of the guys, you know? And that's not an insult. Take it as a compliment is what I'm hearing, okay? It's not something about they're not attracted to you, whatever. This is platonic, okay? We're starting off with platonic. So we're going to get into the romantic later on. And it does come through in the platonic as well, because it came through in group 1 for the, you know? So let's get into it immediately. At the end of the reading, I'm going to pull from my 18+ oracle deck for the 18 or schmexually, what do they think about you then. And then I'm going to pull some dice as well to get some extra messages for you guys. Give it a good shuffle. One more, and then I'm going to get into it. Sorry, I haven't used these cards in a minute. Gotta get them ready. Okay, so for my group 2s, please, Spirit, what do men like being... Why do men like being around them? What do men like about being around them? I don't know, because what the heck? I'm like, why do I keep saying what do men like about being around you? I don't know. I'm mixing them together. We have 2 cards so far. We have the Ace of Intelligence. Okay, that's it. You're intelligent. 9 of Wisdom, and that's 9 of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing you don't act the way you think that men want you to act. You just act naturally, like who you are. You don't put up a front, essentially, because 9 of Cups is an energy of a wish come true. And it would, if it were to come to be, bruh. If I were to be thinking about it, like how do women act around men, it would be you want to be everything. You want to be a part of their fantasy, their dream girl, whatever. And it's like the fact that you are the opposite of that, and you are just yourself, is why men like being around you, because they don't want to always try to be on, or, you know, being around a girl who just wants to impress them, or, you know, who only sees them romantically. So the fact that you can truly be one of the guys, whether you like them or not, whether you're in a relationship or not, that is what they find the most attractive about being around you, you know? The most intriguing about being around you. There's also something here about you being very intelligent, being very smart. And this is like giving me, you could play these games with them, the games they like to play. You could be a gamer girl, you know, whether it's video games, whether it's anime, whether it's stuff like that. I'm getting that vibe big here. So the fact that they could watch those shows and discuss it with you, they could play Dungeons & Dragons and not have to explain all the rules to you. They can play Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever, and not have to sit there and explain all the rules so you already know how to play, you know? They don't have to put you on to anime. You already watch and you want to watch it with them, you know? That kind of nerdy kind of energy, you know? My nose, sorry. We have King of Wisdom, King of Cups. You're very emotionally intelligent as much as you are intellectually intelligent. I'm hearing sharp as a tick. Maybe you're also very witty and you make them laugh. Like I'm hearing like, you know how they used to make nerds laugh in the TV shows, like a snort is giving Steve Urkel a little bit like you know, that kind of thing. Don't come for me, leave me alone. I'm doing an example, okay? Improv, if you will. But there's like something that laugh. That's what I'm hearing. So I don't know if some of you snort when you laugh and that's something they like about being around you. Like you're just being naturally yourself, so you're like just very natural with them. There's no primp and makeup and all this hairspray and trying to look good for them and impress them. It's just like, hey, we're here to play games, let's get into it, you know? I'm gonna crush you kind of energy. You don't treat them like a guy, essentially. You and that's what I mean by you're one of the guys, and not in a insulting way. But what I'm getting here about wisdom, I'm hearing wizard. Is something here about like playing actual Dungeons and Dragons, which could be why you chose this deck. And I do believe that game is all about like making up your own rules as you go, which is why I feel like it's hard to explain the rules to someone who doesn't know how to play, because it's a game you make up on the fly, essentially, and nobody wants to be sitting there like, oh, we're doing this because of that, and you're not really understand what we're saying. So the fact that you understand certain concepts, maybe if it doesn't have to be about Dungeons and Dragons, it could be about science, or it could be about math. The fact that you're like probably only, I'm hearing STEM. So you could be a woman in STEM and you're really smart and you're probably you're one of a kind, because there's not many women in STEM. So the fact that you're there with all the guys and you can fit in and not make things about you or try to be damsel in distress and complain about you're not being treated equally. You're just very go with the flow, chill kind of vibes. But you're also very smart. They can keep up with you. They don't have to sit there and dumb down the conversation, you know? But you already know all the rules. You know what they're talking about. They don't have to explain things to you or mansplain, if you will. Okay, because some men like mansplaining, some don't. Okay? So the fact that they don't have to mansplain to you is, I'm hearing, very refreshing. What do men like about being around my group? Choose, please. Why do they like being around them? We have the High Priestess. I'm hearing because you're smarter than them. Maybe it's because you have to woman-splain things to them. The High Priestess like knows like a lot of secrets. You know, she knows a lot of things. She keeps things to herself. She's very I'm hearing self-involved and like secluded, private, and men like that about you. That you're not shouting your business from the rooftops. You're not a gossip. That could be another thing that's coming through. You're not telling your business, telling other people's business, gossiping. Because women do that. I'm not gonna lie. Most women, you know, like gossiping, going to the salon, getting their nails done, you know, always wearing the heels kind of energy, putting on the makeup, the earrings, you know, fixing themselves up to look a certain kind of way. It can either be for men or just for themselves. The fact that when you're around men, you're not sitting there like giggling and putting your hair behind your thing. You're treating them like a just regular human being, you know? That's something that they really appreciate. You're not treating them like a man that you want to pursue or be with. You're just like, hey, we're just humans, you know? So maybe you're gender fluid, or you're not big on gender formality. Either normality or formality. I don't know what the word is trying to come through. Normative, gender normative, I don't know. Those words are trying to come through, and I don't know them well enough to be trying to sit here and fight with them and get them out. But you're very open-minded as well. You could be someone who's very spiritual too. So men like get little spiritual hits whenever they're around you. They learn little things about spirituality, or you as a person, the more they spend time around you, you know, how you act, the things you do, your beliefs, your morals, your I'm hearing social standing or moral high ground, something like that is coming through. So the more time they spend around you, the more you're like just a down ASS chick, you know. That's what's coming through. I also wanted to say down ass BITCH, so that as well is coming through. What do men like being why do men like being around my group twos, please? Why do men like being around my group twos? Yeah, because you know things about the universe that they don't. So, like, I feel like this person can be, like, they're book smart, and then you're spiritually smart. So you guys make up for what the other person doesn't know kind of energy, which is, like, you play off each other, where they teach you certain things about this and anime and things, and you teach them things about spirituality. Move. We have Page of Charisma. I hate that these cards be deformed, because they're not sitting straight for me. I can already tell by how I'm looking at them. Like, behave. Okay. Page of Charisma. I'm hearing because you're very inquisitive and you ask questions. Like, I feel like you're not ashamed to say you don't know something. You're going to ask, you know? That's what I'm getting from Page of Charisma. But Charisma is Page of Wands. So you're also very adventurous. And it's funny because how that's tying or clarifying what I was saying about the Dungeons and Dragons. You play those games, so maybe you're very adventurous and you like to have fun as well, and that's what they like being around you for. You could also be really good with animals as well. We have 9 of Strength in reverse. 9 of Strength would be Wands. So Charisma would be what? I think Charisma is Pentacles. Because Wisdom is Cups. I do know that. Wisdom is Cups. I do know that. Intelligence is Swords. 9 of Strength would be Wands. And so Charisma is Pentacles. Okay. So 9 of Pentacles. You like to have fun and explore things. There's something here about like studying together, reading the same book together, learning together. There could be something here about you guys being in the same class, you know, and they love hearing your particular takes on certain things. It's like intellectual conversation as well, which is why it's clarifying here. You guys can go on a whole journey and back, a whole debate and back about specific topics, and they love like not having to stop and explain to you, or they love having to stop and explain certain things to you. If you ask a question, they love going deep. They love going deep on certain subjects, and they like watching you go deep on certain subjects, you know? So it's either you guys like the same things, or you like the same things, but also different things. And you guys teach each other when it comes to those topics about different things that you guys don't really have in common. And then the things you do have in common, like talk about that as well. Whew, hope that makes sense, y'all. 9 of Strength. It came out in reverse, so I don't know why I have it. 9 of Strength is 9 of Wands. 9 of Cups clarified by 9 of Wands, and they're both in reverse. That's very interesting. I'll come back to that in a second, but I kind of want to get all the cards out. We have 7 of Charisma, 7 of Pentacles. There's something here about you like working very hard, and they like watching you at work. We have Ace of Wisdom, Ace of Cups as well. So I do think these guys, these men like being around you, and the more they're around you, the more they develop little crushes for you. Because Ace of Wisdom is Cups. You have 7 of Strength, 7 of Wands. You don't give up, you don't back down. I'm hearing you can hold your own. So you're not a girl that's crying saying, he bullied me, or he didn't allow me to do things. Like, you fight your way, you pave your way for yourself, you stick up for yourself, you know? We have the 6 of Strength, which is the 6 of Wands, victory. That's the fighting for yourself and coming out victorious at the end of it. You don't cry to HR or what is it called, management, about what things. You sit there and fight back. So you, like I said, you're truly one of the guys. You could have grown up with a lot of brothers, which is how you know how to hold your own against men. You're just like very strong-willed, and you're very assertive, you're very confident in who you are as a person, and you be fighting these men and putting them in their place, as you should. And then here we have the Six of Intelligence, Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, that is enough from the tarot. I'm going to pull some cards from archetype deck. Nine of Strength. Nine of Wands is an energy of not giving up. No matter, you're never going to be down and out. You're fighting till with every tooth and nail until you win something. So yeah, there's something here, but you don't have a problem disagreeing with these men out here, you know? Is what I'm getting. Presenting a challenge to them, being smarter than them is something that's coming through as well. Because a lot of women like to dumb themselves down when it comes to men and be ditzy and cutesy, and nobody's saying there's anything wrong with that. But these men in particular, what they like being around you is they are able to have actual intellectual conversations. They're able to learn things about you. They're able to learn things about themselves when it comes to you, you know? Or when it comes to just anything in general, when it comes to life, they're able to learn things about you and through you. You know how to hold a conversation surprisingly well is what I'm hearing. And you could be smarter than them, and that's something you do not hold back. You don't dumb yourself down in order to be more agreeable or have them like you or want to be around you. No, you're going to be the smartest in the room. If you're the smartest in the room, if you're not, you're not, you know? So you don't put on a front. I'm also hearing you're very influential. So there's something here about you influencing them. Is a vibe that I'm getting as well. So men like being around you because they feel influence in a positive way. So you're a good influence, a positive influence. Is basically what I said. All that to say. And I'm hearing even if men are in a more female-dominated field like nursing or teaching or something like that, you make them feel comfortable. You pave the way. You don't make them feel secluded or left out the way some people do. Some men will do that in a male-dominated field, make women feel like inferior or stupid or not included, you know? And in some female-dominated worlds, the women like to make the men feel bad or like they don't belong there. Why are you here? Kind of energy. So there's something here about that. You have a rebel. Yeah, you're not like anyone I've ever met before. You're very different. And you stick up for yourself. Why are these cards? Oh, this is pissing me off. I can't, guys. Now I remember why I hate using these cards. Because they never sit straight. How annoying. I'm hearing some of you are like an annoying little sister to some of these guys out here. You know what this is giving me? Oh my gosh. There's a soundbite or a trend going around on TikTok right now that's going viral is what I want to say. And it's from Mufasa. There's two of them coming through, but they're both from the same movie. So the first one is like, nobody messes with my brother. Brother. I've always wanted a brother just like you. So that one is going around on TikTok. If you stay away from my brother, you gotta and it's a bunch of girls on TikTok like showing their attractive brother. And then all the girls like, you just stay away from my brother. Don't talk about my brother, whatever. And it's like a really cute trend because you're seeing all these guys just like, what are you guys doing? And they probably have no idea, but they're basically saying, stay away from my brother. If you get close, I'll beat you up. Something like that is what the song is saying from the movie Mufasa. And I love how every time Lin-Manuel writes music for a movie, that the music always goes viral. For Moana, it was How Far I'll Go, and he was on that soundtrack. For Encanto, it was We Don't Talk About Bruno. I also believe he did the music for Tick Tick Boom as well, or he didn't make the music himself, which is why it probably didn't go viral, but he like produced the movie or something. And there was one song from that movie, Green Green Dress, that I was obsessed with, okay, for a good minute. Then we have Mufasa, and this brother song is going very viral, and everybody likes the soundtrack, you know. So whenever Lin-Manuel hop on a project, he makes it better. That could be something coming through as well. Whenever you hop on something, you make it better, you know. But that was kind of coming through in group 1. So if you're coming over from group 1, hey, because I did mention that I wanted to call group 1 group 2 for some reason. So my group 1's could be coming over here, and that did come through a little bit in group 1. But that's what's coming through. But then there's another one who's like, Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Or Aaron Pierre, who's the new heartthrob, the new internet boyfriend for a lot of black women and just women in general. He was on the 𝐓𝐻𝐿 show. And whenever she has her guests coming out to see her, she has her staff on the sideline saying that person's name and whatever they're in. And they have like a Soul Train line, and the person's just like dancing through the middle of it, and then they get to be on the show. His little intro, Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa, like him dancing, has gone viral, and all the women are loving it and just watching it over and over again, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what this card here is giving me. So I said all that to say this card is kind of like giving me this. If you can see it, I hope you can, where the women are holding up for the men to come through. And it's like the people on the sideline of her show, Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. And then the guy's just coming through dancing, you know? That's what that was giving me. So that was really funny. But yeah, there's something here about that. You hold space for them. You big them up. You don't try to compete with them. You don't try to impress them at all. There's something about that as well. But with the Rebel, challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. So we have spirituality coming through with the High Priestess. So as there's something here about you finding the spiritual regime that works for you, the spiritual practice that works for you, whether it's incorporating multiple spiritualities in one or just doing one specific one. But there's something here about you not like putting yourself in a box, essentially. If you like some practices from Hinduism and Judaism and, you know, there's a whole bunch of different religions out there. If you like different things from each of them, from Christianity, you kind of put them all into one spiritual belief. You don't put yourself in a box. You're very progressive thinking, progressive mind. Maybe some of you are very Aquarius, which is why the first card that came out is intelligence, because Aquarius are known as some of the smartest signs, you know. I'm hearing you have unexpected takes. I'm hearing hot takes is what we call them on social media. You have a hot take about certain things that people won't agree on, but that's your opinion. You're standing on it, you know, you're standing firm on it. And that could be something that you do with men as well. Like, that's my opinion. We're talking back and forth, and we're not like, oh, my opinion is right. I'm just saying what I believe. You can tell me what you believe, and then we have those kinds of deep intellectual go back and forth conversations, you know. And that's what men like about being around you. They don't have to be like always flirting. It doesn't always have to be sexual. It doesn't always have to be about man and woman and attraction. It could just be about us having a really good conversation, you know. And I love that, because that's just Debbie Ryan ear tuck. That is just some intellectually stimulating conversation. I'm leaving the conversation with a crush on you, especially if you're making good points. You're pointing out my flaws and what I said and debunking certain things and teaching me something. Oh, the tingles, all of that, fanny flutters, whatever y'all call them. Yeah, that part. That's what men like being around you. So you give the male equivalent of fanny flutters. By you like not trying to impress them, you impress them, make them have a little crush on you with the Ace of Cups. Yes. There's something also very like emotionally open about you, where you're very friendly with everyone. It's not like like I said, you're not treating men like, oh, I can only be friends with men, or I can't be friends with men because I only see them as like romantic prospects. You need to, you know, you're like, I want to be friends with guys. I want to date guys. I want to do everything. I'm not sitting here, you know, like I said, putting myself in a box. So I don't know why I'm taking so long to pull the rest of these cards. The Seven of Charisma is like picking fruit from a tree. This person likes to pick your brain as well. So men like asking you questions. Six of Intelligence is moving on and moving forward and certain things, healing. There's something about them not wanting to leave you or not wanting the conversation to end, since it is the Six of Swords, Six of Intelligence. And I was speaking about conversations here, and conversations are a big deal when it comes to you guys and why men like being around you. So there's something here about them never wanting the conversation to end, you know? It's like you guys are having a debate in class, and you guys are going back and forth in that banter, you know, exciting. You can feel the electricity building up through that comes from having an exciting conversation, and the class is over and you guys continue and go on and still have that conversation after everyone is gone. We have Liberator, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. Yeah, that's something that men like being around you as well. Maybe you make them feel free. You make them have different points of views when it comes to women, is an energy that I'm getting for you guys as well. Where they, like I said, only see women in one particular light, but it's not until they meet you that they see that women are not all the same, you know? So maybe you're having them release some stigmas when it comes to how they view women in general, you know? Like, oh, not all women are stuck up and snooty and you know, all about flirting and looks and caring about the newest makeup trends. Like, there are some women who actually care about having good conversation and stuff like that. And these cards are pissing me off. Oh my gosh, bro. You could be a bit of a perfectionist, and men love that about you as well. They like that being around you because they know if they're on your team. I'm getting a lot about, like, you know, research and school and work and STEM and stuff about that. You're very easy to work with. And you're a perfectionist in your work, so they get put on your team. They know they're gonna win. With the Six of Wands coming through here, they know whatever you do, and whatever you put your mind to, you're gonna come out on the other side, you know. So maybe you kind of breathe life into them, you encourage them, you give them notes, you give them tips, you give them specific things. And I'm also hearing like you guys read the same books, which I did mention, like a book club. You read the book first, you leave notes in the margins or put on little tabs, and they love reading the book behind you with your little tabs. This is giving so cute. It's like giving nerdcore for real. Like, these things is what excite us nerds. Like, what do you mean? Like, you reading a book, thinking of me, making little notes in the margins for me and what you thought about it, and then me reading the book and being able to see what you thought about on every little page. Like, what? A deep dive into someone's mind? That is so sexy. Like, relax, group 2. Like, you get these men flustered, like, oh, she put, like, they're just like, oh, she put notes in the margins, you know? Oh, she knows how to do this. Like, there's just something about that. That's funny. She knows how to use a computer. She knows what the something of a quantum equation is. Like, there's just certain little phrases coming through, and I'm like, what? Like, because I'm not a woman in STEM. I would have loved to have been. I feel like if I did go to school, that's what I would have been. Like, I would have ended up in that kind of field. Because I've always, like, wanted to be, like, a research kind of person. Like, working in a field, trying to cure specific disease and stuff like that. I wanted to be a doctor helping people, period. You know? Whether it was research or being an actual pediatrician or whatever. And I just knew I had the potential to be a woman in STEM. It was either that or, like, being a lawyer. Criminal justice. I had so many different ideas of what I wanted to be, and I'm like, I ended up with tarot and other things, you know what I mean? I still have time. I'm still young. I could do those things, but I'm like, I feel like if I were to have gone to college and done those things, I would have most likely ended up in, like, STEM and, like, research and technology and science. I love it. I love learning in general. What men love being around. What men love by being around you or about being around you is they just learn. You're like they're a sponge. They soak up all the knowledge you give them, you know? But you guys can have, like, really good conversations about the social climate, that as well. It doesn't only have to be about science, but there's something here about how the world is going, politics, stuff like that. You're a girl who actually knows or is interested in those things. Because not a lot of women are interested in, like, politics and stuff like that. Or, like I said, STEM, technology. So the fact that they found a girl who is like, ugh. So sassy, okay? But why am I getting that soundbite from TikTok? It's like, Who's sexy? I'm sexy. Who's sexy? I'm sexy. Who's sexy? I'm sexy. I'm sexy. Let's go. That's how mine is coming through. So maybe because of the way you hype up everyone, that's kind of what I'm getting with the Six of Wands. Like, you guys like do a, like before the game, how the people in the football team do like a little huddle and they do a sound and they put their hands in the middle and they're like, team go, go team go. Kind of things. You get everybody like hyped up. You're the hype man as well. Who's sexy? I'm sexy. Who's sexy? I'm sexy. Maybe you have like a lot of self-confidence as well. And they love that. They like being around that. Just a self-assured woman. Okay, we have a shadow card coming through. I don't got time for that. Okay. But that's what the High Priestess is giving me. There's like a lot of things they don't know that they want to know. Like picking your brain. What else do you love to do? What else? What else? What else? We have healer coming through. So that is definitely prominent here. That's what I said. I wanted to be a healer when I grew up. And there's something here about you being a hero. You hear healer. I'm hearing hero. I'm trying to say hero. I was trying to say healer. I can be a hero, baby. I can take away the pain. That song by Enrique Iglesias is coming through. Hero. You can take my breath away. How cute. I can be your hero, yeah. That song is so good. Enrique, you better go off. Okay. Yeah, that's coming through. Sorry, guys. I'm going on a tangent. I don't know why. These cards are pissing me off. I'm just... If they're crooked and looking crazy, I apologize. I just don't know what to do anymore. Because you see, they're just not staying. But anyway, we have a vampire. Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. So I feel like instead of you making men aware that someone is draining their life force, you make them aware that you're adding to it instead, you know? So I think that's kind of the same thing. When they're around other women, their life which is drained, they're just like, why am I here? I don't like talking to you, being around you, whatever. We don't align on a lot of things. It's very draining being around some people. The fact that when they're with you, they feel the opposite of that it's like something that's like stands out to them. So make sure aware that someone or something is draining your life force. When they're with you, they're aware how people before them or women before them or before you were draining their life force. Because now they know what it feels like to be with a woman who is adding to the life force and making them excited. Like, move off me. Yo, a piece of my hair keeps touching my shoulder and I'm like, stop. Okay, we have networker. Enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. That's what I was saying about, you know, social things, social issues. Like, talk about that, climate change, global warming, stuff like that, the political climate of the USA. A lot of women, I'm telling you, don't like to talk about that kind of stuff, but you do. So men love that. And here we have an advocate. Yo, that's what I've been saying the whole time. Exactly. We have liberator, healer, networker, advocate. We have inspires you to put compassion into action. We had engenders social awareness and empathy. So you make men feel, you make them aware of things they weren't aware of before, you know, like, and I think it's the way you explain things. You don't explain it in a way of blaming them for feeling this way or acting this way in the past. You're just like, hey, what you're doing could be seen as this. You should fix it. You should do something different. Maybe instead of saying that, you should say this. You know, you think you're being helpful, but you're mansplaining. You kind of, you give it to them in a way where the perspective is now, oh, I see where I was going wrong, instead of them feeling attacked and never learning anything ever. You know, you try to explain things to a guy and he's just like, oh, you're attacking me. You're making me feel this kind of way. But instead you're like, oh, okay, you're making them think about things and have more empathy towards others, whether it's women, children, LGBTQ, you know, like you're bringing awareness and perspective. You're putting things into perspective for them. But so you are an advocate. You do work well in others with the networking, which is what I was getting about the Six of Wands. You're a team person. You're a team builder. You boost up the morale, essentially, of any team you're on. And you give to people instead of draining their energy. But with the healer, I didn't read it. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. The ability to help transform pain into healing. So I'm getting a big spiritual vibe from you guys. with the King of Cups and the High Priest, you're very emotionally perceptive. You're very empathic. You pick up on the smallest little things. That can be what guys like about you as well, because any little change in the conversation, the weather, you pick up on it very well. So you make people feel like really safe, or men in general, you know? You talk about the important things. Like if you're even having like the most insignificant of conversations, you can kind of turn it over to a deeper topic at the drop of a dime, which is something that they would never have thought someone could do. Like make something so silly, so profound, so, you know, insightful, so perceptive kind of vibe. You watch movies together. And like I said, you read a book and you put your notes in the margin. They love reading it back to see what you picked up on that they may not have picked up on. What the theme of the story was, and it's something, and their theme could have been completely different. You know what I mean? You're watching a movie or a show, and at the end, you're talking about your theories, and they're like, oh my gosh, I never thought of that, you know? That kind of thing. Oh, this is so cute. Okay. So you're definitely, with the High Priest and the King of Cups, very emotionally intelligent, but you are hard to read. And that's why they want you to talk more. Maybe there's something here about you being really quiet, unless you're like talking and having an intellectual conversation. And they try to like get you into those conversations. They like to see you animated and expressing yourself in some kind of way, you know? Now we're going to get some cards. Don't even think about it. These dice are acting up. We're going to get some cards for how they view you romantically. So I do feel like for a lot of you have like a lot of platonic connections with men, because the platonic version of this is very long and nothing overtly romantic came out. But you're very chill, very cool, calm, collected. I love how in this, both of these, she's like has like long hair, but she's tying it back or has like a headband over it. So headbands can be important as well. Maybe chakra healing or Reiki is important. Thought you were gonna fall, did you? We have asked for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. That's how men view you romantically. They're able to accept support. And look at how we have the guy. He's a daddy. He's a father patting the girl's head like, it's okay. It's okay. So men could like when you ask for help, be like helping you. Because they know you're like a strong, independent woman, okay? I'm hearing I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to work harder. There's something about that. So like I said, that's you in the workplace. That's you out in the world. You're always on your guard, or you're always up and keeping people away kind of energy. But people love when you let that guard down and like talk and open up. So speak up more, guys. Especially when it comes to you being around men, speak up more. But what you really need, be willing to accept support. Men like being around you. They like helping you, and they like when you ask for the help. Okay? They like being of service to you. They can't be of service to you because you're too independent. Like, ask them to open the door. Press the button. That is something that I was seeing just yesterday, honestly, which is very funny that is coming through in this reading. But Anwar White, who I mention a lot on this channel, he is a dating coach mostly for Black and brown women because they have the hardest time finding love in relationships. And yesterday, a video he posted, he was like, I need my women to, when it comes to their dating life, my Black and brown women, to have WWA. Now, if you're a white woman watching, I apologize if this seems like problematic, but he says white woman audacity. You know, how they expect things, they don't ask for things. You know what I mean? And if they do ask for it, they expect it to be delivered expeditiously, done expeditiously. You know what I mean? When they walk into an elevator, white women don't press the button for themselves. They ask the men to do it for them. Can you press my floor, please? You know, they wait for the door to be open for them. They don't even ask. They wait for you to pay for dinner. You know what I mean? They were brought up to having different morals, to act a specific way and expect specific things from men. And the fact that Black women were told to demand respect, while white women know that respect is like they know they're supposed to have it kind of energy. I forget how he was explaining it, but it was like his most recent video on Instagram, if anybody's interested. Okay, he's saying Black women were told to demand respect and cater and give and be everything for everyone. White women were just like, hey, I'm here existing, you do everything for me, essentially. And it's because they were raised differently with different morals and different beliefs, and how they were, that's not even the right word to say it. Different expectations is the perfect way. They were expected to be taken care of. Okay, the doors are open for them. You press this button for me. You hold my bags. That kind of thing. Black women, you do for everyone else because no one's going to do it for you. And you have to do for yourself as well. You do for everyone else. You have to do for yourself, you know? So men like when you ask for help, okay? I don't know why. That came through and I felt the call to go about it. So I felt called to talk about it. Okay, so romantically, if you are in a romantic relationship with men, they like when you ask them for help. They want to be the daddy. And patting her on head. Good girl. If you watch Group 1, then you know the significance behind that. Because I went on a whole tangent about the movie Baby Girl. With Nicole Kidman and that other guy, Harrison or something like that. We have physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. So men like when you touch them. I like when... See, look at the men trying to come through. I like when, no, they like when you initiate physical touch. Because you give off such a guard up kind of energy with the King of Cups and the High Priestess. They never know how you feel about them. So when it comes to being more romantic, please ask for more help. Please talk more, be more open, be more vulnerable. And initiate touch. Because they could be scared to touch you and you're going to blow up on them and say, get your hands off me. You know? I'm seeing the video with Jamie Foxx and Denzel Washington. If you've seen it, you've seen it. If you haven't, go look it up. Where basically Jamie is imitating Denzel in some movie. I don't know where it is or what it is, but Jamie's basically telling Denzel, like, hey, like, reach out to me, touch me. And I think in a specific movie or a video Denzel did, he said, get your hands off me. And then Jamie was imitating the way Denzel like moves his lips sometimes. It was hilarious. It's a funny video. But that's basically how men expect you to react romantically. Even though you're in a relationship, there's something here about them always being on their guard, being on their P's and Q's, because they're scared of you blowing up on them. You know, maybe some of you have gone through things in your past that made you act this way, or, you know, not really like physical touch. But if you want to be with this man and you like him, initiate that more, you know? Here we have new love. Ooh, embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. And what was I saying about work coming through here? There's somebody in your work area, work field that likes you. And it's someone you've never been with before because it's new love. So someone who's like scared to shoot their shot because they're not sure if you want to be with them or if you would like them, or if you would be, you know, receptive to them reaching out or being anything. Like I said, with the touching, they don't want to touch you and get cussed out. They don't want to touch you and make you uncomfortable. They don't want to touch you and you go run into HR saying he touched me. You know what I mean? And here we have the union of hearts, a love connection that defies explanation. Wow. So yeah, this is so sweet and wholesome. This is so wholesome, guys. Like, I love this. And then we have the last card is slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. So I feel like things are heating up in your romantic life soon with these cards coming through. This was not supposed to be a love reading at all, but these cards coming through have said what they said. There's somebody in your work area, I do believe, where you work, that has a little crush on you. And they're trying to find a way to make it known, you know? Or ask you out or something like that. But it's like, slow down. Pause and allow things to unfold. So maybe your initial reaction is like, no, I don't date in the workplace, or no, but it's like, let them. Like, people, like I said, men fall in love with you because we have new love. Like, they see you and they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I gotta be with that person. Or I have like a little crush on them. I have like a girl crush or a boy crush, a schoolgirl crush kind of vibe. It doesn't have to amount to anything, but it's there, you know? The union of hearts, a love connection that defies explanation. I do think men really like have deep love for you, whether it's like as a friendship or romantically, but this is romantically. So anyone who you're with romantically has a deep love for you. Like I said, your person wishes you to ask for more help. They want to touch you more. They want to know that you're accepting of physical touch. I feel like they fall in love with you every day, or they find new things to fall in love with you about. They love your childlike spirit. The small things in life make you excited, and that's what they like about being around you. Because the wonder in your eyes, like a childlike wonder is what I'm getting. And we'd have the page coming through here. So there's something here about you being a little, like, you know, cute, a little shy maybe. Maybe demure, more reserved to yourself, and they love watching you come out of your shell whenever you're with them. That's what, you know, they like about being around you. Now, the union of hearts, they love it. The connection they have with you defies explanation. They don't know where these feelings come from. It just came and knocked them out, okay? And then slow down. How you like to take things slow is the vibe that I'm getting from this card as well. you're like, okay, I like you, you like me, let's just see where this goes. You don't gotta rush into anything, you know? Because people say you don't bleep where you work for a reason, or you don't bleep where you eat, because, hey, now things gonna be awkward, so you think things through. And you take a very slow, methodical approach to things, and they like that about you, or being around you as well, because you kind of keep them in check as well. Like, hey, I know we like each other, but we gotta take things slow. You know, we can't get too crazy. Like, okay, and they're like, okay, yeah, you're right, got you. You know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to get one more card to make it even. What do men like being around? Oh, why 3? Romantically. We have back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. We have simple acts of kindness, so your kindness is what they really like. And that ties into that advocacy and, you know, sticking up for people who can't stick up for themselves, maybe. Or just sticking up for yourself, too. And then we have focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. That's you, especially with the simple acts of kindness. And did I say something about animals loving you? And look at how we have this card here about animals all up on her. Period. Or him, the boy. And then we have focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. This is so cute. That could be your thing. You just focus on the love. You look deeper into things. You don't take things at face value as well. So you get them, like I said, thinking about things as well. Now I'm going to take these dice and roll them to see what else is going to come through for you guys. We have 4th house, and that came through in group 1 as well. We have Libra. So like balance. I do think you balance your femininity and masculinity very well, and it kind of makes them smitten with you, because they're like, okay, I see you as a woman, yes, but then you also feel like one of the guys, the masculine energy you kind of take on, you know. That's cute. We have North Node coming through again. This came through in group 1 as well, Destiny, and that's the union of hearts, a love that defies explanation. So some of you could be watching for group 1 and group 2. Here we have Mars. Interesting. That's that masculine energy coming through. We have Gemini. 2 sides of you. 2 sides. That's what I was saying with the masculine and feminine energy. So yes, that's confirmed with the Libra, which is balanced. Then we have the Gemini, which is 2 parts of you, 2 sides of you. I'm hearing the other side of me from Hannah Montana. I do think men would like to see the more romantic side of you. Yes, they know you can be one of the guys and be chill and have conversations, but when it comes to romanticism and being in a romance with you, they want it to be more, they want to see that romantic side of you, essentially. And here we have 8th house. They want to see the more sexual side of you as well. They want to see what you like. They want to see you initiate more. They want to see you be more open. I'm hearing more vocal, okay? Maybe in the bedroom or, you know, in other places. But they like that intimacy. That intimacy is very important between you and these guys. That in those moments right before you wake up or right after you wake up, where you guys are both laying in bed and they're looking at you, you're looking at them. Like I said, was it with you guys that I was talking about the crust in your eyes and the jewel on your cheek? And I think it was. So yeah, it keeps coming through, those intimate moments that nobody else gets to see. And if I said that for group 1, that's another confirmation that if I didn't say for this group, it was group 1. Okay, I'm trying to shuffle these cards. Ooh, I can't. So we're getting on to the 18+ version of the reading, what they like being around you 18+ly. Okay, that's how I phrased it. Let's see what comes out. And it's still here. Yes, I was hoping it would come out for real. We have face down, booty up. Okay, this is what they like about you. Let's see that booty. And we have quality time. Okay, I'll take those because they were turned over. They like spending time with you, which we kind of got. There's something here about that. They like you touching them. So I do think you need to initiate more physical touch in a connection you're already in, or when you do enter into a connection with the guys. They like you to initiate things. And not even just to act, but just to touch them. That's the love language of theirs when it comes to you romantically. Men want you to touch them, okay? Relax. We have, I love the way your body sucks me in. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're jumping right in. Sucks me in. So you got that grippa, guys. I can't take myself seriously, bro. We have physical touch. Oh my freaking gosh. We have it coming out twice. Is it right here that we saw it? Physical touch is coming through again. Like I said, they want you to touch them. Touch them. Okay, what else? 18 plus, what do men like about being around them? I love this reading. This is my favorite so far. We have, I want to play with you. You're my favorite toy. Okay. Interessante. So like when you're more playful as well, which I think I mentioned in the reading already. What do men like about being around my group twos? I just got a little be mine. Yeah, they want you to be yours. They kind of fall for you unexpectedly. And I think it's a slow burn with the slow down. It's like, look at you. And what was I talking about? Sleeping next to you and waking up beside you and you're just there, but there's the crust in your eyes. And yeah, there's something about laying next to you, that those intimate moments before you go out into the world, just between you two, okay? Whether it's the conversations, the other things, the physical things, you know what I mean? The day-to-day things, they like just being with you, okay? We have Be Mine. And then we have them like dances. They can like dancing with you. But I got a peek of BDSM in the cards. So that could be something as well. We'll see if it comes out. But if it doesn't, I got a peek of it. Okay. Some of these cards, look, I told you I saw it. Exactly. BDSM right there. What was I saying? Some of these cards I might not be able to read to you. So if my people who are listening to me and not watching the video, you may have to take some time out of your busy schedule and look at what the cards are saying. But I will try to interpret them in a way that's more PG, okay? Here we have role play. They like role playing. This came through in group 1 a little bit as well. They could like playing doctor and nurse. They could like playing CEO and assistant. They could like playing maid, stuff like that. Daddy. Okay. It may not be something they want to do all the time. It's not like he got money coming through. Period. May not be something they want to do all the time, but you know, the occasional calling them daddy, you know, to get off guard kind of energy. They kind of like that. They don't want to say it, but they do, is what I'm getting. So just spilling all their tea, huh? Here we have, ooh, I'm screaming. When did I write these things? I've been forgetting what I put in here. I haven't used these cards in a minute, okay? So we have, he grabs my hair and jerks my head to the side so he can whisper in my ear. So those more like aggressive, passionate, that's what I'm saying about the physical touch. This person wants to be grabbing you by the head, turning your neck towards them, like being very dominant, BDSM coming through, whispering in your ear. And like, is she okay with that? Let them know that if you are or aren't, okay, guys, especially if you're in a relationship with this person already. Oh, we have shut the bleep up and hold me. Oh, this is so cute. Like, look, I do think you're gonna be dealing with, if you're not with this person already, you're gonna be dealing with a cute, aggressive person. So they're very cute, they're very docile, they're very nice, very accommodating. But when it comes time to get down to business, to defeat the Huns, okay, did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? They're going to be very aggressive when they're ready, okay? Anywho, we have give me some, Jesus Christ, I can't. We have give me some cream, let me in, okay? So they're like your body's response to them. And I think this is talking about wetness too. So let's get into it. We have cream pied and satisfied. Lord Jesus Christ. This person is into that. YouTube, I hope y'all don't try to take... Okay, let me get one more card from this deck, and we're gonna, before we just, and look, BDSM keeps coming through, but it's not falling out. That's funny. I'm seeing, I want to see all of you, don't hide from me. It almost wanted to fall out, but didn't fall out. So let's get one more card. And Shut the F Up and Hold Me is actually a song. It's a really good song. It's like, this is what you do. You gotta hold me. I'm not the one to take it slowly. I'm not the one to something. Tell me we have to take it slowly. Just shut the F up and hold me. It's an actual song. And it looks exactly like that. So go listen to that song as well. You guys didn't get many songs, but this is one that came through and it's a really good one. So yeah, physical touch is another good thing. They want to be touching on you, holding up on you, grabbing up on you, that kind of thing. And the second time I've seen Don't Give Up on Me. So it could be something here about you giving up on someone or this person when it comes to the more romantic sense or the physical sense, especially if this person is hard for them to initiate things or tell you what they like, which is why I'm like, they want to be called daddy, but they're not telling you that, you know. If there's something about that coming through, just don't give up on them. They're gonna get there. If they've never made you finish, they're trying to learn. Okay. One more card, and I just thought, don't give up on me again. Thank you. I'm screaming, yo, why are these cards so crazy? Buck wild. I'm like, I didn't write them. We have get on top, baby, so you can feel me nice and zeep. Okay. Ooh, look at it falling. Okay. These cards went crazy. Face down, booty up, quality time, grabbing your hair, jerking your neck, whispering in your ear, physical touch. I want to play with you. You're my favorite toy. This person could like toys or consider you a toy child. You know, get on top so you can feel me nice and deep. Pure, shut the F up and hold me. Give me some cream and let me in. They like your physical reaction to them and when you get aroused, okay? Role play, be mine. I love the way your body sucks me in. There's a lot about that coming through. But I'm gonna leave the reading right here, guys. I hope this reading resonated. Let me know in the comments if it did. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose option 3, you chose the Lord of the Rings tarot deck. You chose the card 6 of Wands. Or you just chose the number 3. However you got here, welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be getting into what do men like about being around you. Okay? Or why do men like being around you, essentially. So in this reading, we're going to get into why do men like being around you platonically. Okay? Then romantically, then 18+ly, whatever that means. I don't want to say the words, so I'm just going to say 18+ly, okay? I make up my own words around here. Yes, I do. Mind your business. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to get into the platonically first, okay? Sometimes in these messages, the romantic kind of comes through, and I'm not going to stop them from coming through because it's a tarot cards, okay? What I meant for the romantic section, I'm going to pull from a romance deck, but if something comes through in the tarot, I'm going to read it. Now, before we get into anything, I'm getting messages, and I was getting messages before we started the reading. There's something here about you being very romantic, maybe. Something here about you being very adventurous. Why do I keep saying romantic? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I'm meant to say adventurous. I'm trying to say it. There's something here about you being very adventurous, okay? Because we have Lord of the Rings, so you could like adventures, okay? Sci-fi. You're like I'm hearing a breath of fresh air. You're a firecracker. You're very excited. You make things. I'm hearing you make every day feel like it's Christmas. You know, like when you were kids, or when we were kids, and we woke up, we were so excited to see what we got on the Christmas tree. That's what being around you is like. You know, whether it's just platonically, romantically, 18+, it doesn't matter. They're excited to unwrap it and see what is next, their next toy. So it's like they're constantly unwrapping gifts when they're around you, you know, unwrapping new levels to the connection, or unwrapping new aspects of your personality, something like that, you know, getting to know you better, unpeeling layers like a banana or an onion. Stuff like that. But Lord of the Rings is saying something here about sci-fi. Some of you could be science fiction nerds, magic nerds. What is it called? I'm hearing Star Wars, Star Trek, stuff like that. You're very much into the fantasy of it all, the sci-fi of it all, the science fiction, but also fantasy of it all, adventure, stuff like that. So you could like reading those kinds of books. Okay, but I'm also hearing like magic, because there was magic in this story as well, in Lord of the Rings. So something there about that. So I'm getting all those Harry Potter. I'm getting the Buffys, the Charmed, bruh. What is it called? Game of Thrones, like all those fantasy kind of stuff. You like that kind of stuff, you know. I'm hearing with a side of smutty. Okay, so you could like the romance books, and this guy likes talking about them with you, you know, or knowing that while he's sitting there with you or whatever, you're reading smut or something like that. I don't know, something like that is coming through. So I have to say that before I started. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the cards. Oh, these shuffle so freaking beautifully. I miss these cards when I don't use them. I love Lord of the Rings as well. I've only watched them like a few times because they're so long. I'm more of a Harry Potter girly myself, you know, but Lord of the Rings was cute too. The end pissed me off. I don't like it, but I'm like, why you have to leave all his people behind? It's so ghetto. And I hate that we never got to meet the person that was like Sauron. Like, I thought he was gonna go to the eye and meet the person, and then we're gonna have like the whole the evil villain trying to reveal his evil plans and see him in the flesh, and we didn't get to see. I don't think we got to see all that. So I feel like that's me a lot. So you have like a big imagination. You're very creative as well, because I feel like and I'm hearing ringing. Wow, things just got mad quiet and my ear is ringing, my right ear. So that could be confirmation for someone, or I'm like, you guys like receive messages. You're very intuitive and spiritual. And that could mean something of significance to you, that my right ear is ringing, okay? Because it really just like got quiet and then started ringing. That's weird. Not that weird, but it happens often. But I haven't figured out the meaning behind it yet. It could be a confirmation because it happened during a reading the other day as well. But what was I saying? But I find that when I watch a show or see a synopsis of a show or watch a preview of a movie, I build it up so big in my mind, and I'm like, oh yeah, and this is going to happen and that's going to happen, and then nothing of that happens. And I'm like, I could have written it so much better. That happens every single time I watch a show or a movie. I'm always disappointed. There's only a few, like, in my lifetime that I've watched where I haven't been like, I could have wrote that better. And I'm pretty sure it would have been more big, you know? But that could be a thing about you, where you like have such a vast imagination. They love what comes out of your mouth, what comes out of your brain, you know? Maybe you write music or you write books, so you should start writing music and start writing books, because people would love to hear what you have to say, you know? And that's what I was saying about you receive messages. Maybe your imagination comes from spirit and they want you to start writing books. You could be the next J.K. Rowling, the next R.R. Tolkien, okay? I'm hearing the next P.T. Barnum, okay? And he was the person who like discovered the circus as well. So it's like you have so many creative ideas that you need to like jump on or start pursuing, you know? So anyway, like I had so many ideas of what they could have done better in Lord of the Rings. I'm just like, I was underwhelmed for a second there, especially towards the end. I'm like, oh, it feels like so much happened, not even enough happened. We could have seen more between Aragorn and his love interest. There could have been more. There could have been more, is essentially what I'm saying. I like a lot of stimulation, a lot of things happening. I love a little bit of love. I love everybody to have a love interest. I love everything to be tied up in a nice, perfect bow. I don't want to be left with any questions. That's me, okay? And that could be you as well. And it's just like, I'm not getting all of that. So this person could love discussing shows and movies about like sci-fi adventure, stuff like that with you, because you always have better endings, you know? That's something that's cute that's coming through. But anyway, let's get into the reading now. We have the Devil in reverse, and we have the Queen of Cups. So I'm thinking maybe they're supposed to come out upright. And I love the imagery on these cards. What do men like about being around? I'm hearing you have like a wicked sense of humor, and dark humor is coming through as well. So you tell really good jokes. You're really funny, is what I'm hearing. Jeez Louise. We have the Magician and we have the Empress. You're very pretty and you're very feminine, is what I'm hearing as well. Whether you're a guy or a girl, you're very feminine, because we have the two most feminine cards coming through, which is the Queen of Cups and the Empress. So it's like you have like, I feel like group 2 was kind of giving me you're one of the guys, but in like a more like platonic way. Here is giving you're one of the guys, but guys still like have crushes on you. So it's like in like a romantic kind of way. So like all your friends could like you and have a crush on you and would like jump into a relationship with you, no problem. Where did the other dice go? Not my problem. We're gonna get to that. Jesus Christ. We have Queen of Rings, which is Queen of Pentacles. Look at all these queens and empresses coming through. Your feminine energy is very potent, and that's creativity, right? The yin. And then we have the Emperor, bro. You guys are going crazy. And I feel like this girl here, and I was talking about Aragorn and his girl, I think that's his girl right there. I'd be forgetting her name. We have the 10 of freaking rings. Wow. And then we have the 4 of wands. What the heck? Who are you guys? This is a fantastic spread. Jesus. It looks nice. You look very well and put together, because the group 2 was pissing me off. Their cards would not sit straight. This is like a nice picture, and it's like telling a story. So you're good at telling stories is what I'm getting. Let me pull the cards and start reading. The devil is like someone with a wicked sense of humor. Someone's a little naughty. We have child eternal, and we have scribe. And what was I saying about writing? You like writing child books, or your imagination is like so childlike and out there and crazy that you make the best stories. So you're a good storyteller. You keep people engaged is what I'm hearing as well. So my group 3s. We have a monk nun, selfless devotion, and single-minded dedication to spirit. That's what I was saying as well. I was getting that message, or my ear was ringing, showing me that you get messages. So you could be a little bit like a clairaudient, because the way my ear was ringing, that's how I receive messages. I hear through music. I hear things, you know? I feel like channeling is tapping into someone's energy, while clairaudience is people like literally just speaking stuff into your ear, and you're hearing things and like, oh, okay, I'll say it, you know, kind of energy. So it's very different. So you guys are giving like clairaudient, okay? I think group 2 was giving more channeling. Girl, you have gambler. Willingness to follow intuition, exactly, even when others doubt you. Don't mess up my nice spread now. Don't do that. Don't piss me off. Okay. Here we have priest. Okay. A lot of spiritual cards coming through. Facilitates spiritual commitment, service, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Boom. What I just said. Okay. I said what I said. One more card, please. Oh, one card did fall out in the deck already. We have a trickster. Transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Yeah, so you're unpredictable is the vibe that I'm getting as well for you guys. And then we have a poet. How cute. This is the one that fell after. We have expresses soul insights in symbolic language. It's giving writing. It's giving, you know, how to write things and say things in a way that where people are like, what? You know, they're surprised. They're taken aback. And at the bottom of the deck, we have child magical, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. So I feel the need to take this out. So I will take it out and put it right there. And I'm also seeing network at the bottom of the deck now. So you're good at speaking to people, getting people to see your side of things. So you're very persuasive. So men like being around you because you're very persuasive. You're just a really good time. Like, I feel like you're like the girl that everybody gets along with. You're like, this came through in group 2. You're a down ASS chick. You know what I mean? It's hard for people not to get along with you because you're not problematic in any kind of way. You just bounce to the beat of your own drum. I'm hearing that song from Vivo where the little girl is like, I bounce to the beat of my own drum. I'm a wow in a world full of ho-hum. I'm a wow young lady, but you know something? I'd rather be at home with my own drum. So basically she sang that song because in the movie her mom was trying to force her to go to Girl Scouts or whatever they were called in the movie. And she was like, no, I hate those girls. They're so fake and they're so boring. And then she started singing her own song saying, I'm not going to be forced to basically, you know, follow behind all those boring girls. I'm a wow in a world full of ho-hum. I'm a wow young lady, but you know something? I'd rather be at home with my own drum. So you're able to entertain yourself, be on your own, find things that keep you occupied, you know, that keep you fascinated. You don't have to be around other people. So I feel like in your friend group, you're the most creative. You're the most expressive. You're the most out there. I want to say abundant, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Exuberant. There's the word. You're the most exuberant. The energy around you is like unbelievable. You're very magnetic is what I'm getting. Like you're just like a generator and everybody wants to come and take from you, you know? So maybe some of you could be manifesting generators or just, I think just regular generators in your human design. Like you're always coming up with ideas and stuff like that. You know, you're always moving. You're always coming up with something new, working on something different, you know? Like the destiny of the manifest generator is to have a bunch of different passions in life. You're not supposed to just be stuck on one little thing, okay? So I feel like I'm not even reading the cards. I'm sorry. Let me get into it. move it up a little more. I hope you're seeing everything. So the devil card, like I said, wicked sense of humor. There's something here like dirty humor, dark humor. That's what I was talking about. Smut is coming through for you. Maybe you talk about that with people, or you write smut. Maybe you know, that's something that you write. The devil's an energy of being attached. So men find themselves attached to you very easily, obsessed with you very easily, is the vibe that I'm coming through. That's coming through. And that's what I was saying about you being very like magnetic, very tempting to people, to men, you know? So you're a temptation. I'm hearing a fine morsel they want to eat. Okay. You're a scrumptious morsel they want to eat. It said, fix it. Jesus, fix it. I said what I said. Scrumptious. I'm hearing scrumdiddlyumptious, okay? You have a Queen of Cups. You're very soft, okay? You're very feminine. You like to help people. You're very empathic. You're very intuitive, okay? And you're just very nice. You're a kind person. You like to help people. I'm getting, don't take my kindness for weakness is what I'm hearing as well. So you could tell people that, like, yeah, I'm nice, but don't take it for weakness. I'm not weak, you know? I'm hearing, do no harm, but take no BS, you know? No ish, essentially. But there's something here about you pouring into others, and your well of creativity is just, it doesn't end. It doesn't end. Like, you have so many ideas in your head, and people are just like fascinated, because the cups represents the arts. It represents music. It represents soul. You have a lot of soul as well, you know? There's something here about that. So if you sing, you write, you dance, there's something here about you putting your heart and soul into it, you know? And I'm hearing that song from Camp Rock. If you got heart, and soul, you can rock and roll. You know that song? So you have heart and soul, and you know how to rock and roll. And that's like having a good time as well. Throwing your inhibitions to the wind, just doing whatever. Going where the wind will take you, you know? Free spirit. You're, I'm hearing Flightless Bird from Twilight. I believe they played it in the first movie. I was a fat house cat. What is it? It's Flightless Bird, American something by... Is it American Mouth? No. Interesting. I forget the name of the person who sings it, but everyone who knows Twilight, just look up Flightless Bird. I'm pretty sure that's the only song that's ever been made called Flightless Bird, you know? But yeah, there's something here about that coming through. And I'm hearing, I'm like a bird, I only fly away. So you're like, yeah, you're very much like a traveler. You're a free spirit. What do they call it? A nomad. You don't have to stay one place long. I'm getting like Aang and his tribe of air nomads. They would fly, and they're very fun, and they're very childlike and free spirit, and just like telling jokes, and just your Aang is your energy. Your spirit animal is Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's you. Okay? And he was also a jack of all trades. He was the avatar. He was the person, the it girl, the it boy, the most powerful person. He was meant to defeat evil. That could be you as well. For my spiritual people who want a more spiritual interpretation of that, he was the one who was meant to save humanity from the Fire Nation. He was given all the powers. He was given all the bending techniques, you know? And I feel like his most, yes, oh my gosh, exactly. His most powerful gift was his spirituality, him being in the spirit sense. Because y'all remember that episode when he turned into this big spiritual fish that was glowing, and he wiped out all these people without a hair off his back, you know? But I think his skin off his back. But you know what I mean? Where his spirituality was his deepest thing, where he was like, I'm not going to unalive him. I have to find another way. I'm not going to unalive him. I refuse to. And he went on this whole spiritual journey at the end of the season to make sure he could defeat the Fire Lord without having to unalive him. And he found it, and he did it. Because his spiritual side, he was the one who was always in the spirit world, who was always talking to his spirit guys. Oh my freaking gosh, yes, that's you. You're Aang. Hey, Aang. Hi, guys. Stop it. So that means you guys did, and that's a monk and freaking nun, bro. My mind is being blown right now. Hold on. This reading is going crazy. I love when that happens. The messages are coming through. There's no stuntedness. There's just like, everything's flowing really great. And they're just, oh, yes. I love you guys, group 3, whoever you are. Go off. But yes, okay. Aang, like I said, his most powerful bending technique was his spirituality. He grew up with the air nomads going everywhere, you know, do no harm. They're pacifists. They don't fight. They don't believe in violence. That's you. But like I said, you're a do no harm but take no BS. When Aang was ready, he was out here, you know, mollywopping mofo. You know what I mean? Next card, we have the Magician. You're powerful. You're magic. You're the embodiment of magic. You can do whatever you want, whatever you put your mind to. And that came through in a card. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible, okay? Anything is possible with you guys. You don't believe in restrictions. You don't hold yourself back. You believe that anything you get is what's going to come through. And men just are fascinated by you, essentially. Because this, I didn't forgot what the reading was supposed to be about for a second. I'm just getting into your energy and describing you, and I'm getting lost, intoxicated. Oh, that's a devil card. Oh my. Whew, let me relax. I need to stretch. I love when readings end up like this. This is a perfect reading to end on. Like the perfect group to end on. We have the Magician, which is giving, I'm hearing, what's his name? Gandalf, where he was like, you shall not pass. You know what I mean? He was doing what he needed to do. He was the most powerful in that band of bandits, okay? In the Fellowship of the Ring circle. He sacrificed himself time and time again, child. And he always ended up alive, which is why he was able to go on to the afterlife and be in eternal peace. Because he did his due diligence, and so did Frodo. Yeah. So you guys are giving Frodo, you're giving Avatar Aang, you're giving Gandalf. Like, you're powerful. The only person who was able to go and do that journey to, you know, to the freaking mountain to put the ring and burn it forever, ever was Frodo. And Gandalf was the one who was behind him 10 toes down. And Aragorn as well. Yeah. We have the freaking Queen of Cups, the Magician, the Empress. Look at all these major arcana cards. What are you telling me? And the 10 of Pentacles. Like, what? Bro, this reading, like I said, this spread in the beginning was like crazy, okay? We have the Empress energy. You're able to attract whatever you want, do whatever you want, be whoever you want, you know? I'm hearing you're very malleable, is what I was saying with the manifesting generator. You came into this life destined to do many things, not just to be one thing, you know? Maybe you're an actress. Maybe you're a triumphate, whatever they call it, where you're a triumphant, tri-hyphenate. I can't get the word, but y'all know what I mean. You're an actor, you're a singer, you're a dancer, you're a writer. You know what I mean? You're an influencer. You know what I mean? You're a politician. You're a lawyer. You came here to do many different things, put on many different hats. And these men are just like, what can you not do? That's why men like being around you, because your potential is endless. Just like, take me along for the ride. You know what I mean? You're like, you have a crew behind you, because so did every person that I mentioned. Aang, he had Katara, he had Sokka, he had Toph, he had Zuko in the end. Then we had Frodo. He had Aragorn, he had Gandalf, he had Sam G. He had those other two elves, I forget their names. He had Legolas. Like, he had all these people 10 toes down for him. It was riding for Frodo, bro. They was riding for Frodo. Aang, Katara, all of them was riding for Aang. Like, what are you telling me? Nothing. Like, you have such a good group of people around you. You have good vibes from at every angle you look. Good vibes in the family, good vibes in the friends, good vibes in the workplace, and it's all. And who's the only person? What's the common denominator in all those things? You. Period. Mic drop. Okay, people ride 10 toes down for you because of who you are. 10 toes down, 10 rings down, 10 of pentacles, period. Okay? Now, but like I said, the Empress is very much Taurus, Libra energy. So like, there's something, like I said, very feminine and beautiful about you. Venusian. Okay, goddess-like, essentially. Which is why all these people want to honor you and you know, ride for you. Now, clarifying the Devil card, we have the Queen of Rings. Now, there's something here about you being grounded. You're not like crass. You know what I mean? You're not harsh. You're definitely like, you know, naughty, dark humor. You know what I mean? You indulge in certain kinds of things, but you're not crass about it. You're still very responsible with those things. So if you drink, you don't overdrink. If you do, you know, substances, you don't overdo them. You know what I mean? There's something here about you not being, you don't succumb to peer pressure. You don't succumb to obsessions. You don't succumb to attachments. You know, people are the ones getting attached to you, okay? And it's because of this grounding presence, this motherly energy. You take care of people around you. You know, Then we have the Emperor, which is another embodiment of the Empress. You're riding for people. People want to ride for you. It's like we ride at dawn kind of energy. You fight for your people. Like I said, this is literally what I said. Do no harm, but take no ish. That's the Emperor. He's supposed to serve humanity, right? He's supposed to serve people. That's his job, to be the Emperor. You know what I mean? So you're the Emperor and the Empress. You're supposed to serve humanity and be, like I said, everything for everyone, essentially. Which is like not hard for you to do because you have so much energy, which is what a manifesting generator is. They never run out of energy. You know, and I'm just talking mad fast for no reason. That's what I'm getting, okay? Aragorn is also someone who was destined to be the ruler of man or something, but he didn't want that responsibility. It was his birthright, and he was like, nah, I'm good, love and joy. But it kept chasing him and following him till the end of the reading. He became the king of the men, of the human, let's just say, of the human race. Because in Lord of the Rings, as we know, there was a bunch of different races. There was elves, you know what I mean? There was dwarves, I believe it was, or whatever they call those small things. Gnome, I don't know what they were called. Then we had the whatever Frodo was, I forget what they were called as well. Why am I so forgetful? It's so annoying. What were they called? I can't remember, but you know what I mean. And that there were humans, then there was what Frodo was, then there was what that one guy was, elves, gnomes, whatever, dwarves. Then there was what is it called? All kinds of people in the thing, but Aragorn ended up becoming the human king of the human race, all the humans together, okay? Now we have Ten of Pentacles. There's something here with it clarifying the Magician. There's something here about you being like very home, like your home base. Like I said, there's one thing that was tying all those people together in those groups. Aang was the reason why everybody was there, because they helped, those friends were there to help him fulfill his destiny. So there is something here about the group of people you are with. You right at dawn is what I'm hearing. People gonna be, like I said, stepping for you, fighting for you, sticking beside you because they believe in what you're doing, and you know, fans as well. You get a lot of recognition, a lot of applause. You know, I'm hearing them clap for them. You know. But yeah, there's something here about the Ten of Pentacles, you providing that home base for people. You could be someone who makes everyone feel safe. You let everyone into your home. You will help anyone. You'll be friendly with everyone. There's nothing here about you discriminating against people, you know. But it's also giving wifey material, so men like being around you because you may take care of them, which is what I was saying. With the Queen of Cups, the Empress, the Queen of Rings, and the Ten of Pentacles, you represent home base, and you feed them when they come over to your house, you know what I mean? You tell them stories, you keep them entertained, you hold them if they're crying, you already know what to do, you know how to take care of them without them having to ask. You're telling you what they need, you know, which is something that's very, like, I feel like convenient for someone. You don't have to sit there and bare your soul to someone. They already know what's wrong and know how to help you. Yeah, yes, please sign me up. Then we have the Four of Wands, which is just like, I don't know, clarifying the Empress is literally queen. I didn't mean to say queen. I'm going to say twin flame energy, you know, ultimate soulmate, the person who is the other half of your soul kind of energy. It represents stability, it represents victory, it represents marriage, celebration, stuff like that. Finally finding your footing, because 4, it represents like humble, stable beginnings. It represents consistency. So you're always constantly there for someone. People are always celebrating you. Maybe you're always experiencing milestones. So people just like being with you because it's an adventure. I'm telling you. Because like I said again, those two people that I mentioned, Frodo, Gandalf, and Avatar Aang, they were always experiencing certain things. It was always an adventure with them. And just because... And not only because they were powerful, but because there was always people trying to come against them. And they were always having to do something new and go somewhere new. For Aang, they were hopping from Fire Nation to Earth Nation to Water Nation to this nation to that nation, making a whole bunch of friends along the way, always getting in trouble, always getting out of trouble. It was like a big whole adventure. It's like there's no dull moment. You know what I mean? On the way, he found lifelong friends. He found love. He found romance. He found purpose. He was connected to more his spiritual body than he ever was. He found a way to just save the world without having to compromise his beliefs. Like, what are you telling me? Nothing. This is you. People are just like, who are you? Who are you, group 3? Let me know. We have priest, facilitates spiritual commitment, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. You're very powerful. And then we have trickster, and that's literally what Aang was. He was a little bit of a trickster. He was a little immature kind of vibe, but it was all in good fun. Because he has so much responsibility on his shoulder, you have to know how to let loose of sometimes, you know? So yeah, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. People don't know what's coming next. That's literally what it is with you. You're powerful. You're a leader. You go after what you want, you know? You're uninhibited. You don't hold yourself back. Because Emperor is Mars energy. And Aragorn was definitely the leader, the person who made it his mission to get Frodo to the mountain. So that's what's coming through for you guys when it comes to platonically. What do men like about you platonically? All those things, okay? You're a good time. You're fun. You're also a trickster. You crack jokes, okay? But you're also very spiritual. You're also very responsible, okay? You're also very sensitive. You're all things and more. Like, you have Queen of Cups, Queen of Rings. It's like people feel safe. Like, you're a mother figure to most people. You protect people who need protecting. You know, is basically what I'm getting from you guys. With the monk and the nun, selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Monk, priest. Monk, nun, priest. Literally. It was your destiny, your birthright to help defeat the big bad, the big evil, you know? And gambler, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. And that's literally what you have to do. You have to trust your own judgment. That's something you do very well. It's like people can't like easily sway you. It's the vibe that I'm getting. They can't easily sway you, easily like make you second guess yourself, because you're very sure of who you are and where you're going and what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. And I feel like being in that energy is very intoxicating, because lots of people don't really know what they want to do, where they want to go, their destiny. And you knew from a young age what you came here to do. Which is why Aang run away. It's funny. Aang ran his little behind away, got frozen in the ice, and thought he was Slickington. No, you're going to fulfill your destiny either way. So maybe you've learned not to run away from trouble and just face it head on, because you're gonna win in the end. You're going to prevail, you know? Because Aang was like, oh, me, the Avatar? He ran, got caught up in a storm. How convenient, as soon as he ran away, there's a storm happening, and he gets frozen in some ice. And 100 years later, when the world needed him most, actually, he there. You know, like things happen for a reason. Your life is divinely freaking guided. You have a heavenly hand, a heavenly presence in your life, making sure everything happens the way it's meant to. That's how I'm feeling. Like you have heavenly favor or something over your life, you know, where it's like, oh, things are always happening how they're supposed to. You're never on the wrong path. It's kind of vibe that I'm getting. And that's what makes these men are like, what? Like, this is like literally the perfect person. Like my dream girl, essentially, you know? I'm going to settle down with her. She a good wife material. She going to take care of me and the kids. She knows how to be soft and open. She knows how to feel for others. You feel for others. You're very sensitive and open. And if someone's crying, you're crying with them. If someone's going through something, you're trying to help them. You know, if someone needs to learn something, you're sitting there right beside them, learning with them, or going and researching it and then coming back and telling them something, you know? You're always there when someone needs you. What is it? I'm hearing you're what is the word? Oh, I can't remember it. Paragon. Yes, thank you. I was thinking of how in The Flash, so maybe you like comics and superheroes as well. In The Flash, there was a specific crossover episode between all the DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, Arrow, Flash. I think there was another one. But there was a crossover episode, and all of the people in the main characters of the shows got a paragon. And I believe Barry from The Flash was the paragon of like light. And Arrow, Oliver, I think his name is, right? Oliver, I believe it is. He was a paragon of something. And then somebody else was the paragon of like strength or justice or bravery. Like it's just something about you were meant to be a paragon of something. And I do believe it's love and it's light and it's guidance. And you're just, like I said, there's a special favor over your life for whatever reason. Now, and that's what men love. They feel that about you when they're with you. They feel a lot of things, honestly, because a lot of stuff was coming through for you guys. and they just want to learn more and know more. And then you also have that very romantic side to you with the poet and the Queen of Cups, where it's just like you sing or you write poetry and you make people feel like they're the only person in the room. When your attention is on them, that's what men love about you. Your soul shines through your eyes, your smile, your actions. And you could literally be here to fight the devil, child. The enemy. But where you speak, people follow or people listen. Because now I'm hearing that song from Gilmore Girls, where you lead, I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow. Oh, 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 pop, 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 where you lead. Tell them now what? I will follow anywhere. Stop that song. And there is something like a comfort about that, those shows. And the movies that I named, Lord of the Rings, Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's something that's from our childhood and it made us feel comfortable. And that's what you remind men of. You make them feel like a child again, maybe. You know? You make them feel alive. I'm alive is what I'm hearing. He's alive. Like they can do anything, be anything, go anywhere. You just big them up. Like, you just overfill people's soul. With contentedness, with happiness, with light, with jokes, with song, with writing, with storytelling. There's just something about you. You're an entertainer is what I'm hearing as well. And I'm hearing that song by Zayn. You're my favorite entertainer. You know? So, romantically now. What do men like? Why do men like being around you when it comes romantically? Okay. We have be willing to express love to receive love. I think you help them learn how to express love healthily is what I'm hearing. Because I don't know why I feel like you got the Six of Cups, but that was group 1 or 2. So maybe you feel caught in one of those groups as well. But 6 always gives me like soulmate energy, you know, in sync with someone, you know. Here we have the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. That's what you help certain people realize. That's what you help men realize romantically. They just want to give you all this love because you give them. I'm hearing, I got all this love gathering dust in my house. No. I got all this love, no one to give it to now. Bruh. Oh, I got all this love gathering dust in my house. When you gonna come and get it? I can't throw it out, you know? I got all this love. It's like he's saying he has all this love to give. He has no one to give it to, no one to show it to. And he's like, I can't. It's gathering dust on my couch. That's how men feel about you. You may have so much love to give romantically, but there's no one for you to give it to. Or you don't give us to anyone freely. They're like literally fighting to try to get your love. Or just to be next to them. Which is why I'm like, you have like a lot of friends. Or people who are close to you, men, who would like jump at the chance to be with you romantically. But it's like, it's not that easy. I don't think love is your main focus in life, which is why maybe you always seem to be getting like, what is it called? Detoured when it comes to that. Maybe you haven't had the best track record in love, and it's because that's not what you're meant to do in this life. You're meant to achieve so much freaking more, guys. Whew, we have true love. Yeah, that's what you're meant to wait for. You're not supposed to have a bunch of frivolous connections. You're supposed to have one deep, long-lasting connection. And I feel like that comes once you kind of step into this energy. I'll try to find the right word. Once you jump into this energy of being like a paragon of love, of light, of, you know, unity, of empathy, of healing through love, of healing, a paragon of healing as well. So men consider you their true love. That's how they feel about you romantically. So maybe you have like a lot of people who consider you the one that got away. Bruh. Stop playing. What do men like about being around my group 3s romantically? We have ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. There's something here about them not being afraid to ask for your help or men wishing you asked for more help. This did come through in group 2. So like I said, if you felt called to group 2, or if I didn't, if you felt called to group 2, go watch it. We have slow down. Yeah, this came through in group 2, both of these. So I feel like you could feel called to it. And have patience. Love is patient. Love is kind always. I think this came through in group 2 or group 1. So we have repeating cards. Why? Who knows? So we have all these cards in the deck. I'm hearing you're a sweet talker. Because that song by what's your name was coming through. Talk to me, oh yeah. Sweet talker, sweet talker. Sweet talker by Jessie J. So that poetry, you speak poetry to people. You know what I mean? The words you say always have a double meaning, always have extra meaning. You don't use your breath uselessly, you know? Or just by you talking sometimes, you give people realizations, you know? With Trial and Magical, that's what I was saying. You have that Aang energy. You have that Frodo energy where you're just so innocent and sweet and pure that it's always those people who are given the most crosses to bear and given the biggest responsibilities. Aang, Frodo, there you go. Maybe some of you are gamblers, for real. Or like the card just said, you are always following your intuition because you know it's never going to lead you astray. So you follow your gut instincts, and people follow you because they know your gut instincts is going to lead them to the right place. Now we have treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. And that's what I was saying about your family and your friend group. They're going to ride 10 toes down for you. Why? Because you be riding for them. Okay, you want to be heard and seen, heard you. And then we have miracles and blessings. Everything has its gifts, and that's you. Everything has its gift. Like, you're just a gift to humanity. You're a miracle and a blessing. Okay. So, romantically, men like being around you because you're able to give love and also receive love, okay? You teach them that the only thing that is real is love. And that's something that's all they need to focus on in life, you know? And love, it doesn't only mean romantic. It's every kind of love. You love people just in general, you know? We have true love. This love is once in a lifetime. You show them that there is such a thing as true love. And I do believe true love can also be non-romantic as well. You meet a friend that's your true love. You meet a friend that is always there for you. That turns into family, you know? And then you can also meet someone who becomes like a romantic interest. It's always like, you know, how people say blood is not doesn't equate to family. Okay, now ask for help. They love when you ask for help, and they also love when they want to help you. That is a big energy coming through in a lot of these readings. Like, a lot of us women want to do for everyone, but we never want things to be done for us. These men want you to sit back and relax. They want to give you a foot massage. They want to kiss up on you, rub up on you. Ooh, I'm getting, oh my, please, oh my gosh. They want to get naughty, child, because I just got a visual of, ooh, pinching things on the chest. Okay, if you're a woman, you know what's on your chest that can be pinched. I got an explicit freaking visual of that. They want you to lay back and they just want to please you. Oh, Lord. And they want to make you ask for it. Oh, this person is stink. Look at them. They're like, yeah, you don't want to ask for anything. It's kind of like you be putting it down on people because you are the kind of person when it comes to being in the bedroom, you know what people want. Okay? So they just want you, they just want to know what you want as well. So they like to like make you push you to the brink of like insanity to make you beg for what you want. So now they know how to please you. You know, that may be the only way to get things out of you. Oh my gosh. Get things out of you like in a verbal sense, but also in a sense. Because women, when you are aroused, things come out of you, right? Okay. That's, and for men as well. Okay. Oh my. We haven't even got to the 18 plus part yet. Oh Lord. Okay. Now we have slow down. So take things nice and slow. I do believe that's what I'm thinking of when I'm saying like, you could like have trouble with dating or love in your life, and you've never had a long-term relationship and things always seem to go wrong, because I feel like you are being preserved for someone who is equally as good and strong and powerful as you, because you may have a specific destiny with them, which is why I do feel like in that movie, in Lord of the Rings, Sam G, I think, or Sam G, whatever his name is, was his platonic true love, because he was always riding and risking his life for Frodo. He went with him to the end, which is why it was so sad and emotional for me when at the end Frodo left. I'm even getting emotional talking about it. Oh my gosh, you guys are crybabies. You are very, like, you feel things very deeply. Because my eyes are watering. Like, that tore me up. Like, watching the whole movie and expecting a happily ever after, or for, you know, just expecting all these things just for it to end like that. I bawled my eyes out, bro. I bawled my eyes out. So yeah, there's something here about you guys feeling things very freaking deeply, and people loving that, because you make them in turn feel things very deeply or see things differently, you know. But enough of that boo-hoo mess. Because y'all not gonna have me boo-hooing on here. Like I said, and then in Avatar: The Last Airbender, Aang, Katara was there from jump. And they were friends for so long. It wasn't until he was done doing his thing, defeating the Fire Lord, doing that, fulfilling his destiny, that they turned things into a more romantic connection. So you could be, there could be someone that's going to enter your life, or they're already in your life that is your forever person, but your guys aren't activated in that way yet. So they're just a friend, you know? But the vibes are there, maybe. Maybe they're always in a relationship the way Katara was always holding. Let me stop. The way Katara was always canoodling with all these other men, Jet and Haru, and all these people. I'm like, Katara, you know Aang like you. What are you doing with all these other heifers? Oh, she used to piss me off. Ooh, anybody else gonna stand Katara? Like, she used to just get on my last nerve. I couldn't stand her. I couldn't stand her. I just really couldn't sometimes, you know? At the end, I guess, but I'm just like, nah, she used to be playing in Aang's face. Straight up. But anyway, I'm done. But yes, the way she was always there helping him, and they grew powerful together. They both, like, didn't really know much about life, and they ended up knowing a lot about life, going on that adventure of, you know, life and love together, you know, fighting and finding people and losing and all kind of stuff. Katara was there when Aang broke down after seeing freaking Monk Kiatsu in that damn thing, in that cave, you know, in that hidden room. Aang broke down and was going full Avatar mode in the spirit world, because his spirit was like so upset that everyone around them, he could feel it, like it manifested physically for him. And Katara was the only person who could calm him down after that happened. Who, child? That's another episode that had me bawling my eyes out. In Avatar: The Last Airbender, these shows had me these shows, these movies, child, you feel them very deeply. You feel things very deeply, okay? But that's what I'm saying, where you could be single for a long time. It's because you were meant to meet one person and share life with one person. It's not supposed to be 15 people, 5 people. It's only supposed to be one person. So if you feel that's your story, that's a little bit of an explanation, okay? Doesn't make it right, doesn't make it hurt less or less lonely, but that's what's coming through, okay? I do feel like even though you don't have the relationship is the, you know, way you want it, you do have, like, good family there, always there for you. You have an abundance of love in your life without romantic love. Friends, family, new people you meet, strangers on the street. Like, you're surrounded by love. But it may not be the love you want, but hey, that's enough of that. Now, with have patience, love is patient, love is kind. It's giving Bible verse. Love is patient, love is kind, love does not judge, or something like that. I don't really know. I haven't memorized that Bible verse. But that's what's coming through. And look at how we have the true love, where they're so close, but they haven't kissed yet, they haven't touched yet. They could be, like I said, there's something here about it taking a while for this love to manifest in your life. Now, what I'm trying to do is find the rest of my dice, to pull some dice before we get into the 18 plus stuff. Like, where could they be? Like, there's supposed to be 6, and I'm only seeing, like, am I sitting on it? I don't think so. Did it fall back here? No. Is it back here? No. That's crazy. Where did it go? I've got all this love. All this love. I didn't even tell you the name of that song. I'm so sorry. It just hit me. All This Love by J.P. Cooper. That's the name of the song for anyone who's interested. Is this a dice over here? No, that's not a dice. I'm so upset. Where's the other dice? It didn't fall before. I didn't hear it fall. How rude. I put all of them back here. The other ones fell by my thigh. That one has to be by my thigh too. No? Anyway, we're just gonna roll these. I don't got time. Okay, so we have Libra. It's giving me 7th house. It's giving me long-term love. It's giving me marriage. Okay, so people, guys like being around you. But I do feel like they see a lot of potential. Like they want to wonder, or they don't want to, they do wonder what it would be like to be in a relationship with you, whether you guys are together or not, okay? We have 10th house, which is 10 of Pentacles coming through. And 10th house is career. It's your social standing. It's your midheaven. It's how people see you the most, what you're here to commit to, no, what you're here to accomplish, okay? Your midheaven is where you should anchor that energy down. That's that destiny was what's coming through. We have Aries coming through, so that's that Emperor. Wow. We have 12th house Pisces, okay? So there is something here about spirituality. That's the house of spirituality, secrets, things that are hidden in the depths, the psyche, things that people are scared to admit to, unlock, you know, shed light on, addictions. That's a devil card coming through. That could be what men do. You kind of help them heal themselves, you know? You help them find the part of themselves that are broken and heal it, you know? And this is freaking come out for every yo. Every reading, North Node, Destiny. So somebody's watching all 3 groups, Shaw, and I love that for you. What up? Is this the dice right here? No. Where the bumba? Yo. Where are my dice? Where's my dice? Like, it has to be somewhere here. Like, I want to get up real quick. Hold on. Because it's going to bother me. I'll just put y'all over there. No. That is the strangest thing in my life I have ever. Where's the other dice? Like, why are you hiding and running away from us? You just want to talk. That's so rude. And all the cards falling too. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe it fell over here. No. Yeah, there's supposed to be 6. I'm missing another blue one. No. That is the strangest thing. I just had it. Okay, I guess you guys aren't meant to know the other one. That's fine, I guess. But yes, there's something here about that. We have North Node Destiny that came through for all 3 groups, okay? 12th house secrets, addictions, the psyche. But now I want to get into the 18+ messages. Like, did it fall somewhere in this box? No. That's gonna bother me. Is it back there? Ah! I found it! Hey, you never give up. Don't give up, guys. Don't give up on your dreams. What is this? We have Saturn. And that's 10th house energy as well, I feel like. Right? No. Saturn is just in my 10th house, maybe. So Saturn could be important. I don't know. Somebody could have Saturn in their 10th house. I don't know. But let's get into... Bruh. Hey! These cards not shuffling properly. Stop playing with me. Okay. This is the longest reading so far. So we're going to get into the 18+ lead. How do men see you 18+ lead? Okay, this is going to be juicy. If you are listening and not watching, I may have to modify some of the words. And if you want to see what they say, you're going to have to look at the screen, okay? So whenever you get the chance, or if me just making it more PG-13 is enough, then that's cool as well. But I'm going to have to modify some of these things. I don't know why I'll be getting so crazy when I write these. I'll be channeling some stuff, y'all. I'm hearing roll this again. Now we have Jupiter. That's what I thought it was when I first rolled it and it got Saturn. I wanted to say Jupiter, so I feel like that's more fitting. Abundance, expansion, you know. I'm hearing journeys, long journeys. I'm hearing coming home. So that's what you feel like to these men. That's why I like being around you. Okay, so 18+ lead. Why do men like being around my group 3's 18+ lead in the grown folk way? It says, bruh, That's it. Take your time. I love watching you take all of me. Okay, that's that. Slow down. That's it. Take your time now. Take your time, Pastor. Okay. Why do they like my group? Let's look at the stars. Oh, that's so cute. This is like a very romantic person. Like, you attract the romantics. The ones who make you feel like you're in a movie, or it could be because you make them feel like they're in a movie as well. Like, you're too good to be true. How is someone like you even real? Is what I'm getting as well. That's how you make men feel romantically and 18+ly. Okay, we have Be Mine. This came through in group 2, I believe. And we have role play. Okay, these guys like role playing. Maybe they're like role playing some of your favorite characters because you guys didn't get the fantasy in the beginning. That would be cute. I just saw quality time as well. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so this is an after the fact message. It says, he rests his head on my chest and nestles in between my boobs. Our hearts still racing. So this is like after. This is like real intimate type stuff, guys. Let's look at the stars. Be Mine. What is this here? It says, we move together slowly. Let me, wait, hold on. Let me read it first to myself. Oh, look, I said it. Okay, so we move together slowly to rub out his finish. Okay, our lips meeting once again. Our kiss tender. Intimacy running between us. Poetry in motion. That's what you guys are when you're doing the do. Okay, now here we have, listen for me in the music you listen to. Okay, so yeah, music and artistry and books and movies are important when it comes to you and this person. So you just may have the same taste in music and books, and they love talking about all that with you. Okay, it could be as simple as that. And that's where true intimacy lies, in my opinion. Okay, finding things you love to do and doing it with somebody else. Okay, friendship first is what I'm hearing. We have BDSM. This person's up into that bondage. Okay, that dominance. Okay, the sadism and masochism, child. They could like playing the bad guys when I'm getting that. It's something that happens in books, right? And that is something that happens in movies, right? They like playing the bad guy. Okay, I'm hearing Darth Vader. Okay, interesting. They could be like, I am your father. Try to get her. What is this? We have gifts. This person could like giving you gifts. Can we get some more 18+ messages? This person's giving soft. Like, no, we need naughty. Naughty, please. We have let's have brunch. Oh, Lord. Here we have kiss me. Oh, okay, hold on. We got one. Anywho, let me read it first. What the bumba? Yo, guys, I want to scream so bad. Okay, you see how earlier in the reading I was mentioning I was getting a visual of someone pinching your chest where the sensitive parts of your chest are. It freaking came through. So it says, kiss me, I whimper. So this is like a story, a romance book. These are all my romance book quotes coming out. So yeah, that's it. That's it. It's going to be like a movie, a book. Okay, so it says, kiss me, I whimper. Please tell me. He bends and licks my open lips. He twists my hard, okay, my chesticle hard. I shudder. He's gone. There's only you. Okay? So I think there's something here about possession. Like, you're my only, and we have, wait, something fell out about am I enough? Was I bugging? Yes, it was. It's covering here. Okay. Gifts. Let's have brunch. This person wants to do things with you, you know, activities, but outside the bedroom. Okay. They like just spending time with you in general, which is that friend energy coming through. But am I enough? And then this is like, I feel like a scene from a book where he's like, tell me. And then she's like, he's gone. There's only you. I should have wrote the book it was from. Yeah, you guys, and I did mention romance books and smut in the beginning of this reading, I believe. So yeah. That's what's coming through for you guys. You're getting all the romance scenes that I wrote down in this deck. Okay, what else is coming through for my group 3s, please? Spirit, group 3. Face down, booty up. We'll take it. What else? How do they view them in the more? Okay, they said you wanted more, we're gonna give you more. Jesus Christ, that word I can't use. Okay, we have I love the way you taste on my tongue, period. Okay, so they like tasting you, they like doing oral, going down on you. Okay, now we have drinking games. Yeah, this person likes a little bit of fun with their intimacy. They're, you know, we have booty play. Okay, we have, did you come in here to feed, oh, this came through group too. Did you come in here to feed my male chicken? Feed me. This is another scene from a book, and I had to explain it in group 2. I'm like, this is from a book where he was in the gym, you know, working out. I remember this exact scene, and the girl came in, he's like, did you come here to feed my bleep, you know? And she was like, feed me, or something like that. And she was like, so oral is important for them and you, to receive and give. Okay, who tried to get him? This is just, yeah, we have I want to suck your toes. Oh my, okay. Okay, we have you make me feel alive, which is what I was getting at the beginning of the reading. We have this is an entanglement. Interesting. So I'm getting mostly for this that they like to be entangled in your arms, okay? Because I don't think it's an entanglement, y'all. It could be, who knows? And we have be a good girl for me. Oh, I'm gonna head out. Okay, relax. Be a good girl for me. Who are you talking to? Like, I don't even know you, Brody. Don't talk to me like that. Okay, there's the one that fell. Let me get it real quick, and then the reading will be over. I've held you here too long, but I hope you've enjoyed your time here. We have, he got money. Oh, that would be the one to fall, wouldn't it? Okay, with 10th house ruling the career, and then we have Jupiter coming through. There is something here about that. I do believe 10th house is Capricorn energy, and that it come through in the Saturn. So Saturn is giving daddy, it's giving older, it's giving mature, it's someone that will take care of you. And that's what I was talking about with the ask for help. This person wants to lay you down and make you ask for what you want, because you're so good at giving them what they want. They want to make sure you're finishing, you're having everything you could ever want, you know. I like this person. But I like how men view you when it comes to 18+ stuff, okay, because that's cute. It's cute stuff. I mean, some raunchy stuff that comes through, but it's mostly they want to spend time with you, take you out, treat you, have brunch, you know, go on dates, give you gifts, stuff like that. And they want you to be there. There could be a little bit of like I said, this person thinks of you as so out of this world, so good, that they're always asking themselves if they're enough for you. And they could ask you that. They're very possessive of you, you know, ask you that. And I'm hearing hand around neck, you're plastered to the mattress, they giving it to you real good, right? And they're asking you who you belong to. Yeah, okay, I'm done. I'm done. You guys have been raunchy, okay? I'm gonna leave the reading right there, though. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. As always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye.